Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless the Quiz, where the more obscure your knowledge, the better your chances of winning. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
I'm David, this is my wife, Saoirse, and we're from Blackpool.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Jeff from Burnley, and this is my daughter, Julia from Scotland.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Mark, this is my friend Rob, and we're from Gateshead.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Sabrina. This is my friend Jasmine, and we're both from London.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Very warm welcome to Pointless. It's lovely to have you all with us. We'll get a chance to chat throughout the show as it goes along, of course. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, more pointless than the dumbbells in my dressing room. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody.
Hello there.
Hello.
Very much enjoyed Jeff almost forgetting his daughter's name there. That's always a good start to a show, Jeff. Well, you are very welcome. I think we're going to enjoy having you here. Lovely show last time.
Wasn't
Lovely
it?
show. And Paul and Josie walking away with that £4,000 jackpot on BAFTA nominees.
Yeah.
Only
there
one
you are.
pair returning from that show, Rob and Mark, and we only saw them for one round. So hopefully maybe see a little bit more of them this time. But yeah, 3 new couples to get to know.
Do you remember last time you commented on Mark's fabulous beard? And
Yes.
what a committed beard that
Yeah.
was. We've got David here.
Yeah,
On podium one.
He's not mucking about, is he?
He's not mucking about.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's more of a kind of next generation of I mean, Mark that's the kind of classic beard, and David, it's good. It's a good beard, but you know whether it's ever going to have the depth of a Mark, I don't know.
I don't know. So inspired was I by Mark's appearance last time. As you can see, I have been.
Oh yeah,
Because I've
same.
been. By the end of the show, maybe it'll be.
we're looking quite the pair
show.
of Brian Blesseds,
Yeah,
aren't we?
aren't we? Thank you very much indeed. Now, Paul and Josie won the jackpot last time, so today's jackpot starts off back at a nice, manageable £1,000. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, just remember this. The pair with the highest score at the end of each round will be eliminated. It's the pair with the highest score. So go as low as you dare each time. Best of luck with that, everybody. Our first category this afternoon is US politics. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many US presidential candidates as they could. Richard.
Yeah, looking for anyone who's been an official candidate of the Democrat or Republican Party in a US presidential election since 1916, please. So from 1916 up to the 2016 election.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Saoirse, welcome. Very
Hello.
good to have you here. What do you do, Saoirse?
I'm a student nurse.
How long have you been a student nurse for?
I'm coming up to my final year.
Fabulous. Then when you're a full-time nurse after that?
Yes.
Goodness. Will you stay where you are, or will you be going elsewhere, do you think?
I don't know yet. I suppose with nursing you could go anywhere.
That's not in your hands, is it? Or is it?
Well,
A mixture of
Mixture,
you and
definitely.
local authorities. I see. OK. What are your interests, Saoirse?
I love travelling, so maybe I could mix the nursing and travelling thing.
Very good. OK. Now, Saoirse, how are we feeling about these US presidential candidates?
Not good, but I'm going to go for Al Gore.
Al Gore, says Saoirse. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Al Gore. It's right. Look at that, down to 12. Very well done indeed. Great start to the round, Saoirse. 12 for Al Gore.
Yeah, ran as a Democrat in 2000, and, you know, after all the many legal battles, turns out he won, but of course he lost.
Thank
There
you
it
very
is.
much, Richard. Now then, Jeff, welcome. Here from Burnley.
Yes.
Very good. What do you do, Jeff?
Well, I work in a delivery office for Royal Mail.
What amuses you up in Burnley? What keeps you happy?
I'm very sporting. I look after an under-11s cricket team. The local... I come from Padiham, actually, which is next to Burnley.
Right you are.
And I also have 3 granddaughters who all play football Sunday morning, and I go and watch them, and I report in the local paper for them.
Oh, very good. So what, you cover sort of local sports?
Yeah,
for the
well,
paper?
just their games.
Just their games.
They don't always go into the thing.
Now, hang on. Are you good at being totally unbiased?
Oh, no.
You don't say...
They're always mentioned.
Excellent. I'm pleased to hear that. Now, Jeff, who would you like to go for?
Well, I know quite a few. I'm just wondering which one to go for. I'm going to try Spyro Agnew.
Spyro Agnew, says Jeff. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Spyro Agnew. Oh, bad luck, Jeff. Bad luck, I'm afraid that's incorrect and scores you 100 points.
Yeah, sorry, Jeff, not a bad wrong answer, actually. A very famous name in Republican Party history, but he was never a Republican nominee for President. Spyro Agnew. He's right at the heart of presidential politics for a long time, but a very unfortunate 100 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Rob, welcome back to Point. It's great to have you with us again. Remind us what you do, Rob.
Good afternoon, Xander. I volunteer at a community radio station, and so I have a sports programme on there every Saturday. And I also volunteer in a charity called Sight Service, where I do telephone befriending, they call it, which basically means calling up visually impaired people and just having a chat with them to make sure they don't become isolated.
So that's just a matter of just keeping in touch, making sure that they know someone's looking out for them is going to be...
Absolutely. And, you know, they really open up to you, so it's really interesting to find out what everyone is up to. It's very rewarding as well, I find.
Very good. And what time's your sports show on?
2 p.m. every Saturday on NE 1FM 102.5 and available online.
He's so good. Anyone. Rob, what would you like to go for? I say, who would you like to go for?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty positive about this, so could I try Bob Dole, please?
Bob Dole, says Rob. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Bob Dole. Bob Dole is absolutely right. Well, 100 is our high score, 12 is our low. Bob Dole, look at that. It's a 3. 3 for Bob Dole, Rob. Very well done indeed.
Well played, Rob. Yeah, he was the Republican Party candidate in 1996, having been a senator since '69.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Jasmine, welcome.
Hi.
Wonderful to have you here, Jasmine. What do you do?
I run a chocolate business.
Oh, I was just waiting for somebody to say
How
that.
about that?
A chocolate business.
Before you ask, I did bring brownies, and you guys should come have some. They're backstage.
Oh.
But, well, backstage covers a multitude of sins. When you say... But sorry to just... This is important. When you say backstage, can it be more forensic as to where backstage they might be?
In the green room, and there are some left.
When was the last time you saw them?
Before coming on here.
OK, and how many were there left then?
Enough.
OK.
Right,
in a locked box or something? What are we talking about?
Yes, there was a padlock, and it's my PIN number.
OK.
Yeah, so I'm the only one who can get in.
There is no way any of those are still there. Not in a million years.
Anyway, Jasmine, your chocolate business, I mean, it just sounds lovely. How's it going? What do you do?
Well, we make drinking chocolate and sell it to members of the public and to coffee shops to use. And we also have a chocolate cafe.
Oh, imagine a whole chocolate cafe.
Lovely. And you eat the tables, so you don't have to order, because essentially the second you sit down, that's your food.
Imagine that, chiselling away.
Sounds amazing, this chocolate cafe.
It does sound lovely.
Yeah.
I could talk to you more, but my mouth's watering too much. Jasmine, who would you like to go for?
I am going to go for... Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton, says Jasmine. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Bill Clinton. It's right. Down to 38, not bad at all. 38 for Bill Clinton.
Yeah, ran against Bob Dole for the Democrats. He eats apples all the way through. Eats the whole lot. Stalk, pips, everything.
I thought it meant all the way through the campaign.
No.
Never not eating an apple. Oh.
Yeah, chain apple eater. But yeah, eats the whole...
Eats the whole thing. Pips too.
Yeah, everything.
Oh, including the sort of waxy bits in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the little chambers. The chamber walls.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. We're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at those scores. 3, the best score of the past, Rob. by a mile. Very, very well done indeed. So Rob and Mark looking pretty strong for round 2, as I'd say, Saoirse and David on 12. Then 38 is where we find Jasmine and Sabrina. And then Jeff and Julia, I'm sorry, there you are, up on 100. Julia, we need a low score from you, therefore, on the next pass. You never know, we may see some more incorrect answers, but make sure you're not one of them. Maybe it'll be good enough to get you through. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, now, Sabrina, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you with us. What do you do, Sabrina?
I'm a product manager and I do consulting for companies to make their customer experience better.
Excellent. What sort of products are these?
It can be anything, mobile applications, and I'm working on some personal development products at the moment.
I see. OK, very good. And what are your interests, Sabrina?
In my spare time, I love to cook, love to experiment with science and cookery.
Oh, is it science in cookery?
Yes.
What's the most sort of ambitious scientific culinary? Do you sort of do molecular gastronomy, Sabrina?
I'm working on it. At the moment, I'm trying to perfect the best chicken katsu curry and the best Black Forest gatto.
Black Forest gatto, what, made with a centrifuge?
Oh.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yes.
OK, now, Sabrina, there you are, on 38 points. Our high scorers are Julia and Jeff at this stage on 100. 61 or less.
Well, I could play it safe, or I can go for one that is a bit dodgy. But I'm going to play it safe this round, and I'm going to go for Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton. Here is your red line. If you get below that red line with Hillary Clinton, you are through to the next round. How many people said Hillary Clinton? Well done. Gets you through. 51. Good enough. 89 is your total.
And that's what Bill and Hillary score together. It's nice, isn't it?
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neat.
One thing you can say about being married to Bill Clinton is there's never any apple cores lying around.
That's true. Although, no, you get those irritating little, just the stalk. Because he can't eat the stalk.
Oh, he's a stalk eater.
Oh.
I know.
That's horrible. People are about to have their tea.
Let's remind ourselves of the chocolate cafe instead. Chocolate cafe.
Chocolate cafe.
There we go.
I've got the credit card machine here. Oh, it's got a nougat filling.
Oh,
Nice,
lovely. A nougat credit card machine.
There we go. OK. Now then, Mark. Mark, welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you back with us.
Good to be back.
Rob has set you up absolutely magnificently
How
there.
magnificently.
Remind us what you get up to, Mark.
For work, I support a young guy who has muscular dystrophy, autism, epilepsy and a learning disability, so that takes all of my time. I'm his sole support worker. So he works and I take him to work, and he socialises and all of the things that people his age should do, and I help him do that.
Very good. OK. Now, Mark, what would you like to go for if you could happen to score 96 or less?
Well, I had a lot of very clever answers, but now Rob's got a 3. I can just relax. I will pick George W. Bush.
George W. Bush, says Mark. Here is your red line, nice and high. Get below this with George W. Bush. There it is. You are into round 2. How many people said George W. Bush? It's brilliant. Gets you through. 36. Taking your total up to 39. Very well done indeed.
Yeah, the 43rd president beat Al Gore, of course. First person to win an election despite losing the popular vote for well over 100 years, but not the last.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Julia, welcome. Now, your father introduced you very specifically as from Scotland. So, whereabouts in Scotland are you?
I'm from Roybridge, which is a small village 20 miles north of Fort William.
Lovely up there.
Beautiful.
And what keeps you busy up there, Julia?
I like walking my dog. I've just recently done Ben Nevis.
Very good.
And I like spending time with my family.
Lovely, lovely. Now, currently, you are the high scorers. There is one scenario left in which you could be with us at the end of this round. It would involve you having to score 11 points or less. How good are you on your US politics?
Really bad.
Oh, really? Yeah. So bad, obvious answer, or bad making someone up?
Obvious answer.
OK.
Barack Obama.
OK, Barack Obama, says Julia. No red line for you as you're the high scorers, but let's see how far down the column we get with Barack Obama. 59, taking your total up to 159.
Yeah, it seems unfair, Jeff, that score's much better than Spyro Agnew in some ways. But it has the good fortune to be right. That's the...
I have a better answer as well.
That's the key.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, David, we come to you. David, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you with us. What do you do, David?
I'm the head of secondary and further education at Blackburn Rovers Football Club Community Trust.
They are making the
It's
noise.
not
I
that
was
fancy,
about
trust
to
me,
make
it's not.
that noise. What do you mean? It's not that interesting, you're saying?
Well, no, it's not that fancy. It's most football clubs in the Football League have a charity, and I work for Blackburn Rovers charity, and I teach 16 to 19-year-olds. We do sports courses and degrees through the charity. So young people who might not necessarily make it as a footballer, but still want to study and play sport and play football in particular, come and study on our courses, and I'm in charge.
Very good indeed, and fabulous at the heart of the community as well, getting football out there, getting people involved who perhaps might not be. And what are your interests, David?
I do a lot of cycling. I've done a couple of charity bike rides recently, cycling from Yorkshire to Amsterdam, most recently. It's not as bad as it sounds. It was Barnsley to Hull and then a lovely ferry ride with several beers. And the Hook of Holland to Amsterdam with an evening in Amsterdam. So, yeah, it's not as bad as it sounds.
Not that bad.
But all for a good cause.
But still, very well done. Well done. Listen, good news, you're through. You're through to round 2. Doesn't matter what you score. However, Saoirse did awfully well. It'd be nice to do as well as she did.
Yeah, I'll never live it down. I'm going to go with Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan, says David. No red line, you're already through. Let's see how many of our 100 said Ronald Reagan. It's right. There we are, 40. Takes your total up to 52. Sees you comfortably into the next round. Well done.
Yeah, we didn't really trouble a lot of the lower scorers there, apart from Rob, so I'll go through a few of them. 10 points for John McCain and Woodrow Wilson, 9 for Gerald Ford, 7 for Herbert Hoover, 7 for FDR. You'd have got 6 for John Kerry, 5 for LBJ, 5 for Mitt Romney. You'd have got 2 for Walter Mondale and Calvin Coolidge, and you'd have got 1 for Michael Dukakis, how soon we forget, and Barry Goldwater. And let's take a look at the pointless answers, because there are a few up there. Adlai Stevenson, who was a twice Democrat candidate, 52 and 56. Alfred M. Landon, Republican in 36. Charles Evans Hughes, well done if you got him, a Republican in 1916. George McGovern, 72. Hubert Humphrey was a Democrat in 68. John Davis, 24 for the Democrats. Thomas Dewey, twice nominated, very, very nearly won one of them. Warren G. Harding, who was a president, he's a pointless answer. And Wendell Wilkie. Very well done if you said any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So we are at the end of our first round, and that means we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. And Julia and Jeff, I'm so sorry, far too soon to be saying goodbye to you. But we'll see you again next time, and I know you'll do much better then. But meantime, thank you so much for playing, Julia and Jeff. Our first category this afternoon is America. America. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many US states ending in A as they could. US states ending in A, Richard.
Yeah, nothing to add here, just any states of the USA whose name ends in an A, please, and see how many of them you can get at home as well.
OK, now then, Paul and Eddie, you all drew lots before the show, and this afternoon you get to go first. So we are looking for US states ending in A.
Well, I can think of a couple, but the one that comes to mind, which I think a lot of people forget about, is Alaska.
Alaska. You think it's an overlooked state?
Yeah.
Very good.
It's too far north.
I'll tell them that. Let's hope you're right. Let's see, is Alaska right? And if it is, how many people said Alaska? 40 for Alaska.
Yeah, it's the most northerly, the most westerly and the most easterly parts of the USA, all in Alaska. It's got more coastline than the rest of the United States combined as well.
Very well done. Now, Dudley. Dudley, US states ending in A.
Well, I too can think of a number. Which ones would be low on the scoreboard? I think I will go with South Carolina.
South Carolina. Very good. Sounds good to me. Let's hope that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said South Carolina. Down it goes. Oh, very well done, Dudley. Almost into single figures. Down to 10 for South Carolina. Richard.
Yeah, well played, Dudley. Very safe start. It's got an A at the end. It'd be called South Carolyn if it didn't. That's how you can tell.
Very good. Yeah. Freya.
Yeah.
Freya. Is this tough?
Well, yeah, it's a bit embarrassing because I'm actually studying American studies. At the same time, my geography is appalling, so I'm not going to risk too much because I think Benali will be quite good at this. I'm going to go with North Carolina.
OK, we had South Carolina. Here's North Carolina. See what you've done there. Let's see if it's right and how many people said North Carolina. Very well done. 10 for the South. 12 for North. That's a pretty good score, Richard. 12 for North Carolina.
Yeah, well played, Freya. Got 2 more points than South Carolina. They won't like that in South Carolina, will they?
No, that's not.
But that does mean 2 people went to North Carolina. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. I've got nothing else.
So remember, we're looking for US states that end in A. Alison.
I'm going to go for Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, you're saying. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said Pennsylvania. Oh, wow. Very well done. Pennsylvania, 3 points. Richard.
Yeah, that's a great answer, Alison. It's the site of the Battle of Gettysburg, all sorts of other things. It's where they invented the pencil, all sorts of things. Yep, that's what happened.
OK, well, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Well, Alison and Wendy looking very strong. Lovely low score of 3 there. Then up to 10 for Dudley and Lynn. Up to 12 for Freya and Benali. And then way up to Eddie and Paul's high score of 40. Who'd have thought you'd be so far ahead?
Oh, no one will remember Alaska.
With Alaska, yeah. OK, well, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? Very good. Remember, we are looking for US states ending in A. Now, Wendy, the high scorers are Paul and Eddie on 40. If you can score 36 or less with this answer, you are through to the next round.
I'm going to say West Virginia.
West Virginia. Very good indeed. There's your red line. If West Virginia gets you below that red line, you are definitely in the next round. Let's see if West Virginia is right. And if it is, let's see how many people said West Virginia. It's right. Very well done. Down it goes to 5. A cracking answer. Takes your total up to a lovely single-figure total of 8. Richard.
Yeah, well played, Wendy. Very good start to your pointless careers there. I can't hear West Virginia without singing Country Roads by John Denver in my head.
That's the
Can't
one.
do it. I literally saw it at the start of the round on a bit of paper, and I've been like trying not to whistle it. I'm going to silently be singing that for the rest of the round. You all enjoy yourselves.
OK, then, Benali. The high scorers are still Paul and Eddie on 40. You're on 12, which means 27 or less is enough to ensure you a place in the next round.
Well, that's the second game in a row someone's took my answer before I was going to say it, so I'll have to think of another one.
That's
annoying. There's a few going around my head. What I think I'm going to go for is North Dakota.
North Dakota. There's your red line. Let's see if North Dakota gets you below that red line. Is it right? If it is, how many people said North Dakota? Yep, you've done it. 8 for North Dakota. Splendid score. Takes the total up to a nice round 20. North Dakota, Richard.
Yeah, well played, Benali. Safely through round 1 this time round.
So we are looking for US states that end in the letter A. Lynn, you're on 10. Paul and Eddie on 40. 29 or less is enough to get you through to the next round.
Right, well, I think there's quite a lot of states ending in A. I'm trying to think of a really obscure one. A couple of them that I've thought of have already been and gone, so I'm going to go for Iowa.
Iowa. There's your red line. If Iowa gets you below that red line, we say goodbye to Paul and Eddie at the end of this round. You are through to the next round. Iowa, is it right? How many people said it? It's right. Yes, you've done it. 16 for Iowa. That takes your total up to 26. Richard.
Yeah, very well played, Lynn. Although when you said Iowa, I thought, no, it ends in an I. But it doesn't.
Stop singing John Denver.
Yeah, that's the problem. Wasn't really concentrating.
Yeah. Now then, Paul, the writing is on the wall, I'm afraid to say.
It certainly is, isn't it?
You haven't given your answer yet, and already I'm afraid you're the high scorers.
Well, the one I was thinking of is gone, the last one. So geography's not my good point, spelling's not my good point, so I'll go for California. How am I doing with that one?
Ah, it's good, it's good. I think it's good. I'm afraid there's no red line for you.
Why not?
I'm afraid. I'm afraid...
Oh, go on, just put one in at the top even, just for us.
Your red line's down there.
Right down there?
Lower down than our tower reaches, I'm afraid. Anyway, let's see, California, for fun. Is it right? How many people said it? Oh, 62. That's another high score there. Takes your total up to 102. Richard.
Yeah, unlucky, Paul. It's the most populous state in America, California, and a very popular answer here as well. There's no pointless answers here, because I think a lot of people at home do know their states. There's 21 correct answers, though. Let's take a look at the ones that would have been the best scorers. Nebraska was the best scorer of all, would have scored you 2 points. Now, Bernardi said North Dakota. South Dakota would have scored you 3. There's Pennsylvania. We had that from Allison. Other low scorers, Indiana, Minnesota, Louisiana. Those are all fairly low scorers. But let's take a look at the 3 highest scorers. Paul and Eddie look away now. There's Alaska, 40 points, the 3rd highest scorer. Alabama, 53, and the tiny little state of California, tucked away on the coast, 62 points.
Thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round 1, the losing pair with the highest score is Paul and Eddie. Oh, this is the show's loss.
Consistent. Yeah.
Well, you are consistent. Actually, no. If you were truly consistent, you'd have scored a double pointless in this round.
First, and then went on
and then gone out in a blaze of glory in round 2. Yeah. It's tough, that.
Yep, never mind. It's the game, isn't it?
Well, it is, I'm afraid. I'm afraid it's always the luck of the draw. But you've been such good fun on both shows you've been on. I'm really sorry we have to say goodbye to you so soon. Anyway, Paul and Eddie, brilliant contestants. Thanks so much for playing.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. And we're down to 3 pairs. At the end of this round, we'll have to be down to 2 pairs. So 1 pair will be leaving us. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is American politics. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many US presidents who served less than 2 full terms as they could. Richard?
Yes, simply looking for any US president who hasn't served 2 full terms, whether they just served 1 term or whether they, for any other reason, left office. So anyone who hasn't served 2 full terms as US president.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So then, Ali.
Yes.
Ali.
I'll say Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford, says Ali. Let's see how many of our 100 people went with Gerald Ford. It's right. That's a good answer. Down it goes to 8. Very well done indeed, Gerald Ford.
Yes, served even less than 1 term, Gerald Ford. Great answer, especially on that first podium.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Jim.
I'm going to have to take a punt here, I think. I'm going to go for John Quincy Adams.
John Quincy Adams, says Jim, hoping so far back no one will remember. Let's see. How many of our 100 people said John Quincy Adams? Is it right? It is right. Oh, it is the brightest answer. That kind of punt, when it comes good, deserves a pointless answer. That adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £1,250. It scores you nothing. Very well done indeed, Jim.
Yeah, that's what we call a calculated risk. Very well played. He had a pet alligator in the White House, John Quincy Adams, in one of the bathrooms.
How about that, JQA? Harry, who would you like to go for?
I'm going to go for Lyndon B. Johnson.
Lyndon B. Johnson, says Harry. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Lyndon B. Johnson. That is also correct. 8 is our high score, 0 is our low. 8, you join the high score. Very well done indeed.
Yeah, he served 6 years LBJ. In the LBJ library, there's an animatronic, Lyndon B. Johnson, who tells stories to visitors.
Wow.
Oh, I think I'd rather see an alligator.
Yeah, I think so.
That's scary.
Yeah. Thanks very much indeed, Richard. So before we head back up the line, let's take a quick look at those scores. Very well done indeed, Jim. A pointless answer there. Simply nothing beats that. Then 8 and 8. So we have Harry and Matt and Ali and Jonty tied there. So Matt and Jonty will, I imagine, be between the pair of you. But of course, anything could happen in this next pass. Best of luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, now, Matt, remember, we are looking for the name of any US president who has served less than 2 full terms.
OK, so I'm pretty sure this one was beaten when he tried for re-election, so I'm going to go for Martin Van Buren.
Martin Van Buren, says Matt. That sounds like a very good answer. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. You're joint high scorers, so there'll be no red line for you. You've just got to hope it goes a long way down. It's right. Very well done indeed, Matt. That is a pointless answer. It adds another £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £1,500, scores you nothing and leaves your total at 8 and gives Jonty a bit of a mountain to climb.
This round is going very, very well indeed. That's your second pointless answer as well, Matt, so very well played. Yeah, just a one-term president, Martin Van Buren. He was the first person born an American citizen ever to be president. Everyone before then had been born during British rule.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Amy?
This is not my thing.
When a score of 7 or less keeps you in.
Oh, gosh. OK, well, there's only one name coming to mind, and I don't even know if it's right, but I'm going to go with it, and it's Herbert Hoover.
Herbert Hoover, says Amy. Herbert Hoover, here is your red line. You have to get below that red line with Herbert Hoover to stay with us. Let's see what happens. How many of our 100 people said Herbert Hoover? It's right. And it goes down to 2. Very, very well done indeed. Lowest total of the round is what you have scored. 2 is your total.
I mean, even the people who are saying I don't know anything about this are scoring 2 points in this round. Yeah, he's a one-term president beaten in a landslide when he tried to get re-elected.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Jonty.
I'm going to have to gamble.
You are going to have... You have to score a pointless answer.
Yeah. James Polk.
James Polk, says Jonty. OK. The red line is a sort of notional red line, and it is on the very point of pointless. James Polk, is it right? How many of our 100 people said it? It's right. James Polk. It's a pointless answer. Very, very well done indeed, Jonty. That adds another £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £1,750, scores you nothing, leaves your total at 8, but means we are now entering a lockdown. Scenario. OK, right, as it is a tie and we are under lockdown conditions, we are going to ask each of the tied pairs to give one further answer. You can confer before you give your answer, and we start, as always, with the pair nearest the column. OK, so Jonty and Ali will go first. It is exciting. It's so interesting because they lock off all the air supply as well, so we are breathing recycled air now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, feel free to confer, but we are all going to... We've got about, I would say, 30 seconds before we start passing out. The good news is the shorter people will pass out first, so I'll be the last one standing.
Jonty and Ali.
Oh, I don't know. OK. Yeah?
Go on, yeah, go on.
Oh, well, I think it's right. Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson, say Jonty and Ali. OK, now then, Matt and Harry. Matt or Harry?
Just going to go for Chester A. Arthur.
Chester A. Arthur. So we have Andrew Jackson and we have Chester A. Arthur. Andrew Jackson, let's put that to the test first. How many of our 100 people said Andrew Jackson? Oh, I'm sorry to say Andrew Jackson is an incorrect answer, scores you 100 points. Matt and Harry have gone for Chester A. Arthur. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right. It's all it had to be. And it's another pointless answer. Very well done indeed. That adds another £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £2,000, scores you nothing, leaves your total at 8, and sees you very comfortably into the head-to-head round. Very well done indeed.
That's a terrific round from everybody. No one deserves to go home there. Yeah, Andrew Jackson served 2 terms. Andrew Johnson was a pointless answer. Andrew Johnson. That is unlucky. Shall we take a look through some of the other pointless answers? There are a fair few. There's Andrew Johnson. Benjamin Harrison, James Buchanan, a pointless answer. There's Polk Quincy. Look at that. That's the 3 we got in normal gameplay. Well done, everybody. Millard Fillmore, Rutherford B. Hayes and William McKinley, all pointless answers. We'll take a look at the top 3 answers, the ones that most of our 100 people said. Jimmy Carter would have scored you 21. Nixon would have scored you 28. And JFK up the top there on 36.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our second round, the pair who are heading home with their high score of 108, I'm afraid, Jonty and Ali, it is you, but you played so well. And we had a pointless answer from you as well, so you've contributed to the jackpot. It may still be there when you come back next time. We'll look forward to seeing you then. But meantime, thank you so much. Jonty and Ali. And our question concerns US sports teams by definition. Richard.
Yeah, I promise this is easy, even if you know nothing about American sport. We're going to show you the names of some American cities and the first initial of one of their major sports teams, but we're then also going to define the word that's missing. OK, so all you've got to do is fill in that word that's missing. Yeah. You'll have the initial, you'll have a definition as well. What can possibly go wrong?
Nothing, nothing, nothing. OK, so we are looking for these missing words in these US sports teams. Here's our first board of 7. Minnesota T. 2 children or animals born at the same birth, MLB. Milwaukee B. People or companies that manufacture beer, MLB. Washington C. Letters written in uppercase, NHL. Colorado A. A mass of snow, ice and rocks falling rapidly down a mountainside, NHL. Dallas C. Men who herd and tend cattle, performing much of their work on horseback, NFL. Cleveland C. Supporters of King Charles I in the English Civil War, NBA. And Tennessee T. The older gods who preceded the Olympians in Greek mythology, NFL. OK, let me read those out again. Minnesota T. 2 children or animals born at the same birth. Milwaukee B. People or companies that manufacture beer. Washington C. Letters written in uppercase. Colorado A. A mass of snow, ice and rocks falling rapidly down a mountainside. Dallas C. Men who herd and tend cattle, performing much of their work on horseback. Cleveland C. Supporters of King Charles I in the English Civil War. And Tennessee T. The older gods who preceded the Olympians in Greek mythology. There we go. Now, Sophie, welcome. Great to have you here. Tell me all about yourself, Sophie.
I'm a media production student in the University of South Wales.
Very good. What year are you in?
3rd year.
Your 3rd year. Yeah. And media production. What sort of elements of media production are you focusing on?
I do directing and a bit of camera work. Yeah.
And will you be going on into media production, do you think?
Yeah.
Following graduation?
I'm looking to do, like, a course out in LA for a few months and then come back to, go back to Cardiff and get a job.
Good stuff. Well, good luck with that. Now, Sophie, what about these? It's not as bad as it sounded.
No, I know.
It's quite fun.
I think all of them. I don't know which one will be lowest. OK, I'm going to go for Colorado Avalanche.
Colorado Avalanche. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Avalanche. It is Avalanche. Down it goes to 59. Not bad. Gets us off to a flying start, Sophie.
Yeah, they were originally the Quebec Nordiques until they moved to Colorado.
Nordique.
Oui.
Nice.
C'est ça.
Yeah.
Well, it's multilingual, aren't they, in Quebec?
Yeah, well, they have
NHL
to be.
is the National Hockey League, of course. That's what all those initials are. I know they look like delivery companies, but that's
Some of them do, yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Lucille, welcome back. Remind us what you do, Lucille.
I work for the Royal College of General Practitioners and I look after committee meetings for them.
That's right. And when you're not doing that, Lucille, what do you do?
I'm spending time with either Elizabeth or with my dog.
What's your dog?
My dog is a half Labrador, half Irish setter, and her name is Fanula.
Fanula?
Yes.
No, that's a great... Where's that come from? What's that mean?
It's spelled F-U-R,
Yeah.
Fanula, and because she's half Irish setter, it was a nod to her Irish setter dad.
Very nice indeed. OK, now, Lucille, what are you going to go for here?
I think I'd really like to take a chance on one. And I'm going to, the second one from the bottom, I'm going to go with Cleveland Cavaliers.
The Cleveland Cavaliers, says Lucille. Let's see how many of our 100 people said the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's right, 59's our only score at this point, and you pass it. Down you go to 41. Well done, Lucille. All moving in the right direction.
Yeah, LeBron James plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They won the big basketball finals in 2016, the first team from Cleveland to win any major sports event since 1964. It had a drought in Cleveland.
Wow. Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Lyndon, welcome back to Pointless, here from Rochdale. And what do you get up to in Rochdale, Lyndon?
Well, when I'm not doing a little bit of cooking in the kitchen, one of the things I like to do is, particularly on the Sunday mornings, is go and watch me son's team play rugby league, because I'm a massive rugby league fan.
Very good. Back to the cooking, Lyndon. What sort of cooking do you like to do?
A bit of everything, really. I mean, I tend to want to make things from scratch when I can, so I don't do that many jars of ready-made stuff, but I think my best one's probably a seafood risotto.
Very nice indeed. Now, Lyndon, what are you going to go for?
Well, I used to watch quite a bit of NFL, so I'm kind of gearing towards one of the NFL answers. One of them I think I know is going to be reasonably popular, and the last time I'm going to take a little bit of a punt and go for the bottom one and say the Tennessee Titans.
The Tennessee Titans, says Lyndon. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Tennessee Titans. 59's the high score, you pass it. 41's the low score, you pass it. 34. Very well done indeed, Lyndon. Good answer there.
Yeah, they were originally the Houston Oilers, and then they, when they moved to Tennessee, they were the Tennessee Oilers, which made much less sense, and now they're the Tennessee Titans. Yeah.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So now then, Taba, welcome. Great to have you here. Tell us about yourself, Taba.
Well, I'm a chemical engineering student at Heriot-Watt University in Edinburgh.
Lovely. So how long have you been up in Edinburgh?
I actually moved up there quite recently, so about 4 months ago was my first time I've ever been to Scotland.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
And what do you make of Edinburgh?
I enjoy it. It's really nice.
Heaven,
it's just cold.
It is
I'm
cold.
not used to it. No,
it
I'm
is
not used to the cold.
From West Sussex. So, yes,
it's a massive change.
It's a bit of a climatic change there. But it's so beautiful, though.
It really is.
Yeah. Excellent. Now, Taba, this board's all yours. Do you fancy filling in all our blanks for us?
I'll try to. So, like, the top one is obviously Minnesota Twins, because my sister and I are twins ourselves.
Well, that's...
The second one, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it, but I reckon I'm going to go for that one and say Milwaukee Brew.
Milwaukee Brew, says Taba. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Milwaukee Brew. Oh, bad luck, Taba. Nearly right, but I'm afraid wrong. Scores you 100 points. Not Brew.
Sorry, Tab, listen, there's two ways a twin could take that. They could either be furious or they could literally almost be doubled up with laughter, which is what Sarah has chosen to do. She literally doesn't even know what to say. No, people or companies that manufacture beer are brewers. They're not brew, I'm afraid. It's Milwaukee Brewers. Would have scored 46 points. Wouldn't have been a bad answer at all, given some of the other scores. If you had gone for twins, in honour of yours and Sarah's relationship, you would have scored 68 points. The Washington Capitals would have scored 58, and the Dallas Cowboys. That's the biggest score up there, 75 points for the Dallas Cowboys.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now we are halfway through our first round. Let's take a look at those scores. 34, the best score of the past, Lyndon. Very well done indeed. Lyndon and Kirsty looking pretty strong on the back of it. 41's where we find Lucille and Liz. 59's where we find Sophie and Tom. And then 100, Tabba and Sarah. A little bit ahead there. So, yes, Sarah, let's have a nice low score from you in the next pass. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? So we're going to put 7 more US sports teams up on the board, and here they come. Boston B, a name for bears, especially in children's fables, NHL. Brooklyn N, pieces of open meshed material used typically for catching fish, NBA. St. Louis C, leading dignitaries of the Roman Catholic Church who elect the Pope, MLB. New Orleans S, people of exalted virtue who are canonized by a church, NFL. Seattle M, sailors like the Ancient One, found in the title of a Samuel Taylor Coleridge poem, MLB. Nashville P, animals that naturally prey on others, NHL. And Pittsburgh P, people who attack and rob ships at sea, MLB. I will read those all again. Boston B, a name for bears, especially in children's fables. Brooklyn N, pieces of open mesh material used typically for catching fish. St. Louis C, leading dignitaries of the Roman Catholic Church who elect the Pope. New Orleans S, people of exalted virtue who are canonized by a church. Seattle M, sailors like the Ancient One, found in the title of a Samuel Taylor Coleridge poem. Nashville P, animals that naturally prey on others. And Pittsburgh P, people who attack and rob ships at sea. There we are. Sarah, welcome. Great to have you here. Sarah, what do you do?
I'm an English literature student at Goldsmiths.
And how are you enjoying that?
Yeah, I like it a lot, but reading for pleasures and myths at the moment, so...
yeah, you get a lot you have to get through in a week.
A lot of reading.
So you're giving your essays in a reading list this long?
Yeah, it's
intense.
it's
Tough, that.
intense, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, nice place to be, though,
No,
Goldsmiths.
yeah, it is. It's
Beautiful.
lovely. I love it.
Good stuff. And what are your interests, Sarah?
I like going to music events. So we recently went to Kendrick Lamar, which is really good, and saw Roy Ayers last year, so that was really good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was great.
Very good. Now, Sarah, you're the high scorers at the moment. You've got a lovely fresh board here. Can you try and find the lowest possible scoring answer there?
I don't think I can find the lowest possible scoring answer because I don't think I'm that smart, but we'll have a go. I think I'm just going to play it safe and go for Pittsburgh Pirates.
Pittsburgh Pirates, says Sarah. OK, well, no red line for you. You're already our high scorers. Let's see how many of our 100 people said the Pittsburgh Pirates is right. 72 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's a high score. Takes your total up to 172.
Yep, if you take a look at that clue, people who attack and rob ships at sea, one of our 100 said penguins.
Wow, scourge of the Antarctic.
They are.
Yeah.
It is, to be fair to that one, that is actually the name of the Pittsburgh ice hockey team, the Penguins, but it's a bad answer to that.
Yes. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Kirsty. Remind us all about yourself, Kirsty.
I have an absolute fascination with Henry VIII and his life at court. So I'm thicking books up to my ears about Thomas Wolsey and all his wives.
OK, very good. You're hoping that a nice Tudor round comes up later in the show, because you will be going on into the next round, which is great. Now, there you are, 34. Doesn't matter what you score here, Kirsty. What are you going to go for?
I will go with St. Louis Cardinals.
The St. Louis Cardinals. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. No red line for you. You're already through, but how many people said Cardinals? It's absolutely right. Look at that, down to 40. Another lovely low score there on that third podium. Total of 74. Well done.
I'll play Kirsty, baseball team, won their World Series 11 times.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Liz, welcome back. Hello. Remind us what you do, Liz.
I work for a charity. I'm a stakeholder engagement officer in East London.
Very good indeed. And what are your interests?
Well, I suppose I should really mention my family. So I've got a family that I'm quite interested in. So I've got 3 children.
That's a good interest to have.
So I forgot about them before.
Oh, no, that's good. They'll be so relieved after last time. Your 3 children, do you remember their names?
Yes, I've got Louis, Esme and Molly.
Oh, lovely names. Liz, you are on 41 and you're through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score. What would you like to go for?
I'm going to go for the Seattle Mariners.
The Seattle Mariners, says Liz. No red line, you're already through. How many of our 100 said the Seattle Mariners? It's right. Down it goes to 48. Not bad at all. 89 is your total.
Now, much like us, they've never reached the World Series.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Tom.
Hiya.
Welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. Tell us about yourself, Tom.
I'm in the same uni as Sophie in my third year studying media production. Got a YouTube channel.
What is your channel? What happens?
Two where I just do vlogs, and then another one where it's all about Doctor Who.
Well, you're in the right place for Doctor Who, of course. Yeah. Now then, Tom, you're on 59. Doesn't matter what you score, you're automatically into the next round thanks to the high score over there on podium 4. Do you fancy talking us through this board and filling in our blanks for us?
Not really. I think I only know 2 of them. I think the Brooklyn one will be Nets, I'm guessing, but I have no clue of the others apart from Nashville Predators, I think, and that's what I'm going to go for.
You're going to go for the Nashville Predators, OK? Yeah. No red line, you're already through. How many people went for Predators? $43, taking your total up to 102.
Shall we fit in the rest of these? The best answer on the board is the top one.
The top one?
Yeah, you might need to actually know the team for this one. It's the only one we've had on either board.
Name for bears, especially in children's... Bobby? I don't know.
It's not Bobby. It's the Boston Bruins.
Oh, yes.
20 points if you said Bruins. That's the best answer on the board by some way. Quite right about the Brooklyn Nets. That would have scored you 61 points. And this last one's more obvious than you think.
Saints.
Yeah, New Orleans Saints. And that would have scored 56. The best answer up there is the Bruins.
Thank you very much indeed. So we are at the end of our first round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, Sarah and Tabba. We have to say goodbye to you, I'm afraid, but you'll be back next time. We'll look forward to that very much indeed. But meantime, thank you so much. Sarah and Tabba. So, congratulations, Dorian and James. You've seen off the competition. You will be going home with our Pointless trophy. Very well done. You now have a chance to win our Pointless jackpot. At the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £1,250. The rules are very simple. All you need to win that money is to find a pointless answer that no one else could think of. Now, we've had one pointless answer on the show today. You just need to find one more now, and you will go home with that money. First, though, you've got to choose a category from these 3 options, and you can go for golf, classical music, or US politics. Golf, classical music, US politics.
OK.
What do you think?
Assuming it's presidents, how good are you on presidents?
Reasonably, actually.
Well, if you think you can handle US politics and you know some presidents or politicians,
it could be a number of things, some of which I'm very good at, some of which I'm very bad at.
Assuming classical music, I can name lots of composers, but it depends if they're a certain era or...
We'll go with golf, I think. Sorry.
Really? Really?
Okay.
It's a joint decision.
Yeah, OK, sorry.
I'm not married, you know.
OK, it's up to you, but I think I'm good at...
I can't help much with golf.
OK, you want us to go for politics?
I think it's best.
We'll go for US politics, then.
Oh, you two are brilliant. Do you want to talk about it some more? Or are we going to... No, we're going to go with US politics. OK, US politics. Let's find out what the question is. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many US vice presidents who became president as they could. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for anyone who served as vice president and then become president of the United States of America since the office was formed in 1789.
OK, you now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that £1,250 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Your 60 seconds start now.
OK, well, I can help with one. John Adams. He was vice president under Washington.
John Adams one. OK. Any other early presidents that might be low that you know of? I don't know any names.
James
Polk.
Polk
Martin
was
Van
vice president,
Buren.
was he? OK.
I don't know if he was, but I'm just naming presidents.
OK, well, Polk I was thinking of as well.
OK. Martin Van Buren.
I've never heard of him. That's probably good.
Grover Cleveland.
Never.
I'm not saying if they were vice president. We could go a bit further back in time and go for someone like...
Some of the early ones are very obscure. Well, there were a couple who were assassinated. One's very...
I can't think, sorry. McKinley.
That's a possibility.
Is it William McKinley? I'm not sure.
Well, if you don't know the first name, it's not risky at the moment.
OK.
All the other ones I can think of are too modern. They'd be too well known. We should do ones close to the... Close to the formation, yeah. Go for those.
OK, there is your minute gone. Let's have 3 answers. We're looking for US vice presidents who became president.
John Adams?
John Adams.
James?
Yes.
James Polk?
James Polk.
James Polk.
Martin Van Buren.
Martin Van Buren. OK, let's put those up. John Adams, James Polk, and Martin Van Buren. OK, we were looking for US vice presidents who became president. You only need one of these to be pointless. Only one of them to win that £1,250. OK, so let's see how many people said John Adams. Is it a correct answer? It's correct. You knew it was correct, but it has to go all the way down to the bottom and score 0 for you to win that jackpot. £1,250. Oh! Only 2 people said John Adams, so unfortunately that is not a pointless answer. How come your knowledge is so good on presidents?
I was in the American educational system for 2 years, so I learned about...
It was drummed into you?
No, it wasn't drummed into me. I just picked it up out of interest, really, actually, because I'd missed all the American president stuff, but I just picked it up.
You've already said John Adams. Only 2 people said that. You have 2 more chances to win today's jackpot. James Polk. Let us see if it's a correct answer. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. James Polk. This has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot. Oh! Sadly, James Polk is an incorrect answer, therefore not pointless. Only one more answer. Martin Van Buren. You confident?
Well, I'd never heard of him, so I can't say one or the other.
Well, it looks great, then. That means if he's correct, he might go all the way down. Are you sure he was a vice president?
No, not at all.
It's just a name?
It's just a president that would be obscure, if that makes sense.
OK, we're looking for US vice presidents who became president. This has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot of £1,250. Martin Van Buren, there he is. Let's see if it's correct. Let's just see if it's correct.
Yes.
If it's correct,
I think
we can have high hopes for Martin. OK, Martin Van Buren, good luck. This for £1,250. It's correct. Martin Van Buren.
Come on.
Let's see how far down he goes.
Please,
This has to go all the way down to 0 for you to win that jackpot of £1,250. Down it goes. Yes! Very, very well done. Brilliant. Oh, thank you. Pretty good. Oh, that's what you look like.
It's on backwards.
Oh, it's on backwards, but there you are. Wow, nice hat.
Thank you very much.
Nice answer. Well done. That's absolutely superb. Brilliant, brilliant answer. Oh, congratulations. You managed to find that all-important pointless answer. James, that was brilliant. Martin Van Buren, you see? Dorian, what were you going to do with your share of the booty?
Buy a beautiful top hat, I think.
A beautiful top hat.
Add to my increasing debt, which that unfortunately won't repay in total. Too many luxuries, I think.
Too well. I think you deserve it after that. I think you deserve all the luxuries you can lay your hands on. That was an absolutely wonderful, wonderful answer. You go home with our jackpot of £1,250. Well done.
I want to say thank you to Isabel, who in secondary school made me watch The Sound of Music.
Very good. I want to thank you for singing The Sound of Music. I mean, if that didn't deserve the jackpot, nothing did. Richard.
Yeah, very good answer, James. Very well done. Martin Van Buren was the 8th president of the United States, so he was one of the very early ones, and he was Andrew Jackson's vice president. So brilliant. You won the jackpot, and as Alexander said, I'd pay you that money just to sing the song again. I wouldn't, of course. But very well done. You've been wonderful fun and really, really great contestants.
Very good indeed. Well, thanks once again to our winning contestants, Dorian and James, who go away with today's jackpot of £1,250. Well done. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many US states and state capitals that do not contain the letters U or S as they could. Richard.
Yep, simply the name of any US state or the capital of any US state which has neither of those letters in its name, please.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Andrew, we come to you. Welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Andrew, tell us all about yourself.
So, I'm Andrew, and I live in Scarborough, and I work in a hospital. I'm a nurse.
Excellent. Tell me something surprising about yourself, Andrew.
Something surprising about myself?
Something...
I'm 5'1". That's not surprising, is it?
I'm looking at you, Andrew. I can tell you something surprising about Andrew.
Yeah?
Andrew auditioned to be the Milky Bar Kid.
I did. I did audition to be the Milky Bar Kid, and I didn't get it, but I had blonde hair when I was 10. I had round glasses when I was 10, and I went along and shouted, "The Milky Bars are on me," a few times, and sadly, I wasn't cast. I got lots of chocolate.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, lots of chocolate.
Oh, that's nice. Do you like white chocolate?
Not really.
No, I did up to the age of 10, but yes, yeah. Andrew, what are you going to go for?
I think I'll go for Alabama.
Alabama. Oh, Alabama. Oh, we've had this one. I know. I say Alabama. Maybe I'm just one person.
Listen.
Yeah.
Here's how I would put this. You are incorrect.
Oh, no, I'm... yeah, that's fine. Happily. Alabama. Do you say New Orleans or do you say New Orleans? Oh, phew. It's going to mess up.
Yeah, I say New Orleans.
No, it's good. There we are. Alabama. Alabama, says Andrew. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. 39. Not bad at all, Andrew. Gets us off to a flying start. 39.
First 911 calls ever made was in Haleyville, Alabama.
What was it? Do we know?
Yes, it was literally just two local dignitaries launching the service, so it was nothing exciting.
Oh.
Yeah. Neither of them had a saucepan on their head or anything like that.
OK. All right, thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Daniel, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Daniel.
So I work in sales. I pitch and sell commercial advertising campaigns for a publication in London.
Now, is it always just for one publication?
Yes, it's one publication, although it is a global publication, lots of presence in other countries.
Give some clues. What sort of area, roughly, is it in?
It's all about things to do in a city and best things and new things and exploring what your city has to offer.
There we are. Daniel, what are you going to go for? So we're going for any US state or state capital that does not contain the letters U or S.
So I've never actually visited North America or left Europe for that fact. So my answer is going to be North Dakota.
North Dakota, says Daniel. Let's see how many of our 100 people said North Dakota. It's a good answer. Daniel goes to 16. Very well done indeed, Daniel.
The North Dakota town of Rugby is considered to be the geographical centre of the whole North American continent.
Do they have a monument there just says, "You are now in the middle of America"?
Yeah.
Good.
It's 4,000 feet high, made of ice.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. Wow. And it's got a statue of Ben Miller on the top of it. And nobody knows why.
Wow.
Yeah. Worth going to Rugby to see it.
I should think. Yes, thank you, Richard. I shall. Rosie, welcome. Hello. Rosie, nice to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Tell us all about yourself, Rosie.
I'm an IT service manager for a IT services company where I met Karen, been firm friends ever since. Married mum of one to my little Luca, who's 10 years old.
This is all very good. When you were younger, Rosie, you were a disco dancing champion.
I knew
that's all. I just had to bring that up. That's well, that's fun, isn't it? It's more fun than IT.
Yeah, I mean, I've forgotten about it now because I think the last... That's embarrassing. Yeah, I did do that when I was up to about 13. Won a few trophies.
Still got the moves? Good.
So sorry.
OK, if you win, you are going to dance us out. That's all I'm saying. So, Rosie, what are you going to go for?
I think, I'm hoping it's north, I don't know, Montana.
Montana? No,
Montana.
I promise. I say Montana. Montana. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people went for Montana. It's right. 39's the high score, 16's the low. You passed the high score. You passed the low. Very well done indeed, Rosie. A new low, 12.
Very well played. I see everyone's gone for a state so far and not for a state capital. That's next level quiz in the state capitals.
Nobody knows state capitals apart from you.
Be a good thing to learn.
Or wouldn't it be a really good thing to learn? There we are. Yes. OK. Now, Graham, welcome back. Graham, remind us all about yourself.
Yeah, I used to be a phlebotomist, retired last year.
A phlebotomist, just remind us what that is.
I worked for we used to work for Leicester Blood Service, so travelling around Leicestershire, taking donations.
To be honest, a phlebotomist, it just sounds like it should be more fun than that. I mean, sorry, I know that is great fun, but phlebotomist, studying, I don't know, butterflies in somewhere, I don't know.
Just studying veins, really, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I guess it is, exactly.
Great,
You study veins. That's also an exciting and important discipline, arguably more than butterflies. Yeah. Anyway, there we are. Graham, what are you going to go for?
Atlanta.
Atlanta, says Graham. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Atlanta. It's right. And look at that, down to 6. We have a new low. Very well done indeed on the far podium there.
See, and that's what happens when you go for a state capital. You see, well done. It's the capital of a state that I won't mention.
Ah, yes.
Because it could also be an answer.
OK, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. Yes, 6 there for Graham and Faye, 12 for Rosie and Karen, 16 for Daniel and Said, and then Andrew and Richard on 39. So, Richard, we need a low score from you in the next pass. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? And so, Faye, welcome back. Just tell us what you do.
I am a cake decorator.
Oh.
And I failed to bring in cake.
For the second time.
I mean, it's quite something, isn't it? Yeah. Once might be seen to be an oversight. Twice begins to look deliberate.
Have you ever, Faye, because you're a decorator rather than a baker...
Oh, I do both. I'm both.
Don't say that, because it makes it seem even worse that you haven't realised it.
Have you ever just thought, oh, look, I can do such good decorations, I'll just buy the base from the supermarket?
No. I do everything from scratch. I even make my own jams.
To go in the sponge?
Yes.
Wow. That's amazing. Now, Faye, you've been brilliantly set up there by Graham. You are on 6. 32 or less, even at this early stage of the pass, gets you through. So it's US states or state capitals, not with the letters U or S in them. Where are we?
Currently love my dad because I was pulling an absolute blank. So I'm going to say Georgia.
That's nice. That's nice. It was literally on your mind. OK, there's your red line, Faye. Get below that, you're through to the next round. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Georgia. But through you go. OK, 26 is your total. I suspect that might be the lowest of the whole round.
Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia, beautifully played as a team. They were terrific last time, terrific again today.
Thanks, Richard. Now, Karen, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hi.
Tell us all about yourself, Karen.
All about me. Well, as Rosie said, we work at the same company, IT services company, but I'm in the projects department, so I'm a project manager.
And what are your interests, Karen, when the IT...
I am a Spurs supporter. I'm not sure how that's going to be received. Support Spurs. I'm a Samaritan in my spare time. Have a weekly movie night with some friends. Every Sunday night we watch a film.
So that's do you go out or do you stay in?
No, we go to their house.
You go to their house?
Nice. They provide the film, we provide the snacks.
Do they have a sort of at-home movie set up?
It's quite a big telly.
That'll do. Have drinks with your film?
We have the film and we all mark it out of 10.
Oh, that's nice. And then do you sort of sit around afterwards and tear the film up?
No,
I guess it's some
school night.
School night.
Back home by 9:30.
Back home. Oh, that's
by
good.
10.
That's good. Nice to have something to look forward to on a Sunday.
So if you have a quiet weekend, there's still movie night at the end.
Oh, there's always movie night.
There's always movie night.
Now, Karen, you're on 12.
Yes.
You are looking to score 26 or less to be sure of a place.
I'm almost certain this is a state, so I'm terribly sorry, Rosie, if it isn't. Indiana.
Indiana, says Karen. Shall we find out if it's right? Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. There's your red line. It is.
You're teasing me.
There we go. Red line getting closer, and you've done it. You've done it. Oh, down it goes to 7. 19 is your total, which I am absolutely certain will be the lowest total of the round.
Another very good answer, yeah. It's they call it the Crossroads of America, Indiana.
That's nice.
Yeah, because it's all made out of cardboard and everyone forgets their lines.
Thanks, Richard. Now, Saeed, welcome back.
Hello.
Remind us all about yourself.
Yeah, I work as a business director at a marketing agency, so I look after 45 people advertising on social media.
And these are sort of things where you can skip an ad in, 3 seconds. So basically, you've got 4 seconds to get someone thinking, oh, actually, do you know, I'm going to sit and watch this. That'd be quite something, wouldn't it? Now, Saeed, you're on 16. Your target is 22.
Yeah. There's a couple that I'm thinking of because I've been to some places in the States. So I'm going to go with Colorado.
OK. A lot of states now do, as you drive in, have to say, may contain U's or S's as you drive in. So Colorado you're going to go for. There is your red line. Let's see if we can get below that with Colorado. Look at that. Well done. Well done. 19 takes your total up to 35.
Now, Colorado is quite high up, Colorado. The lowest point in Colorado is higher above sea level than the top of Scafell Pike, the highest point of England. Although if I was on top of Scafell Pike...
There we go.
Yeah. Might make a bit of difference.
It certainly would. Thank you very much, Richard. Oh, Richard. Richard, oh, Richard. Richard, oh, Richard. I have such bad news for you. You are already our high scorers. I don't know how that even happened. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, listen, welcome. Let's get the chat in anyway.
All right, OK.
Welcome, Richard. Tell us all about yourself.
So, I'm on a bit of a career break. I just, a couple of weeks ago, finished being a university lecturer, and we've moved to Scarborough.
Will you keep your hand in with some...
So I'd really like to do some writing and to do some cooking and to sing in a choir and to maybe do some musicals and all the things I haven't really had time to do having a full-time job. So that's the point. Well, move by the sea, have a nice life, do things like come on Pointless and leave very quickly. So plenty of time for other stuff, you know?
Oh, brilliant. What an amazing step up in quality of life. That's fabulous. Richard, what are you going to go for?
Well, I better go for something... Doesn't matter now, does it?
Well, it doesn't. You go dazzle us with a state capital.
OK, so let's go for Portland.
Portland, Oregon.
I'm hoping is the state capital of Oregon.
OK.
But it might just be a town in Oregon. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows? It's worth a shot. Portland. Oh, this could be brilliant. There's no red line for you just because you happen to be the high scorers, but let's have some fun with Portland and see if that's a correct answer. Oh, bad luck. Oh, bad luck. I was all behind that. I thought that stood every chance, but that shows how little I know. But 139 is your total. There we are, Portland, Oregon.
But exactly the right thing to do as well. What a lovely way to have left it would have been. Salem is the state capital of Oregon.
See, there we are.
But it's got an S in it.
That's true.
Now, all the pointless answers are state capitals. The lowest scoring state, actually, is Indiana. So it was a terrific answer, 7 points. You couldn't have got a state lower than that. But I'll take you through some of these pointless answers. Cheyenne is the state capital of Wyoming. Concord, that is New Hampshire. Dover, that's Delaware. Frankfurt, that is Kentucky. Hartford, Connecticut. Helena, that is Montana. We heard Montana. Montgomery, that's Alabama. Would have been a lovely one. Pointless answer there. Topeka, that's Kansas. Trenton, New Jersey. You could have had Lincoln, Nebraska. Montpelier, which is Vermont. Oklahoma City, which is Oklahoma. And Olympia, Washington. Pierre, South Dakota. And Raleigh, North Carolina. All of those are pointless answers. Should we take a look at the 3 highest scorers? No surprises on this list. Florida would have scored you 55. California would have scored you 59, and New York would have scored you 79. State capital of New York, Albany, would have scored you 7 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So at the end of our first round, we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. Richard and Andrew, you've only just got here. I'm so sorry, but it's been lovely, but brief. We'll see you again next time, though. Look forward to that very much. Meantime, thanks very much, Richard and Andrew.
Thank you.
We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many US states or US state capitals that do not contain the letter A as they could. Richard.
Yeah, I don't know what to add to that. I think that pretty much sums it up.
Sans A, that's it.
Sans A, exactly.
Yeah. Seb, what are you going to go for? Looking for these states or state capitals that don't contain an A.
Yeah, a lot of them contain an A, so just thinking about it. But probably going to have to go for New Mexico.
New Mexico, says Seb. Let's see how many of our 100 people said New Mexico. Look at that, not bad at all. Down to 15, Seb. 15 for New Mexico.
Well played, Seb. Isn't it funny, as soon as you say states or state capitals without an A, all you can do is think of ones with A for ages. It's literally, your brain cannot allow you to do anything else.
Now, Heather, what are you going to go for?
Boise.
Heather's going for Boise. That sounds good. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many of our 100 said it. Boise is right. 15 is the only score posted at the moment. Boise passes 15, and it goes down to 1. Very, very strong indeed, Heather. What a great answer.
That's a terrific answer, Heather. I can tell you where it's the state capital of as well, because the state has an A in it. Idaho.
Idaho.
Yeah.
Boise, Idaho.
Boise, Idaho.
Thank you very much indeed. Brian, what are you going to go for?
Oh, I'm torn. Oh. I'm going to go safe for Illinois.
Illinois, says Brian. OK, let's see how many of our 100 said Illinois. Illinois is right. 15 is our high score at the moment. Let's see where Illinois ends up. 18 for Illinois.
Morton in Illinois, which also doesn't have an A, is the pumpkin capital of the world. And pumpkin doesn't have an A either.
No, it doesn't.
So an awful lot going on there.
A lot going on there.
85% of the world's canned pumpkin comes from Morton, Illinois.
Illinois.
How about that?
That's a lovely thing. I've never had canned pumpkin knowingly.
I suspect I may never eat canned pumpkin in my life.
John, what are you going to go for?
I've got lots going through my head.
Yeah.
I'm going to pump for Providence.
Providence, says John. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Providence. Providence is right. Well, 18 is our high score, 1 is our low. I think we might see our high scores pass, and that's a pointless answer. Very well done indeed, John. That adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £10,750. Scores you nothing. Very good.
That's brilliant, John. Very well played. State capital of Rhode Island.
OK, now, Lorna, you're on nothing. The high scorers are on 18, so even 17 at this stage would get you through.
Don't want to let him down. Columbus.
Columbus, says Lorna. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get you below this red line. Let's see where we end up with Columbus. Columbus is right. Columbus gets you through. Columbus is pointless. Very well done indeed. That adds another £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £11,000. It scores you nothing, and it leaves your total at 0.
Wow, it's like they're planning a heist on Podium 4 there. They're here for our money. That's very, very impressive start. Yeah, it is the... Oh, it's the capital of a particular state.
Oh, you can't say
Columbus.
An A-less state.
I cannot. But Columbus has a statue of Arnold Schwarzenegger just wearing his pants.
Yeah, we've all got one of those.
And that's because that's where he won Mr. World bodybuilding competition.
There you are on 18. You're the high scorers. Let's have a lovely low score from you, Ashley.
OK, so I know a couple ones that I think would be really obvious, so probably be best to maybe take a risk, but I'm not... it's going to happen to me again. I'm going to go for Wyoming.
OK, Wyoming, says Ashley. No red lines, you're the high scorers. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Wyoming. Wyoming's right. Down it goes to 10. Not bad. Takes your total up to 28.
Not bad at all. It's also the last state alphabetically, so about as far away from A as you can get.
See, that's good. Thank you, Richard. You are on 1. If you can score 26 or less, you are through to the next round.
So I've got 2 in my mind. They're both not the most obscure, but I'm going to go for Ohio.
Ohio, says Melissa. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Ohio. Ohio is right. 39 is what it scores. Takes your total up to 40. That puts Brian and Ashley into round 2.
And that's the state that Columbus is the capital of, so I can say it. That's nice. Thank you for completing that little circle.
Very nice. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, JR, you are on 15. 24 or less gets you into the next round.
My answers were taken, so I'm not sure. I'm going to go with New York.
OK, you're going to go for New York. Let's see how many of our 100 people said New York. Here is your red line. Well, New York's right. No A's in that. Oh, look at that, 65. My goodness me, that takes your total up to a lovely round 80.
Yeah, it's the biggest scorer of all. In fact, New York, Ohio, and Illinois are the three biggest scorers, and we've had all of them. Yeah, New York State, of course, not New York City, because Albany is the capital of New York State. Now, there's a whole load of pointless answers here, all state capitals. Let's take a look at some of them, shall we? There's Columbus, which is a great answer. Concord, which is New Hampshire. Dover, Delaware. You could have had Jefferson City, Missouri. Lincoln, Nebraska. Little Rock, Arkansas. Providence, that's Rhode Island, we've already had that. Richmond, Virginia. Trenton, New Jersey. You could have had Cheyenne, which is the Wyoming state capital. Montpelier, which is Vermont, and Pear, which is South Dakota as well.
US states depicted on the 50-state quarters.
Yeah, the 50-state quarters, that's some coins that were minted for a certain project. We're going to show you descriptions now of some of those, 7 on each pass. You have to tell us which state we're talking about, please. So there'll be a little description. There'll also be the capital of that state. So which US states are these?
A peach and the state motto, wisdom, justice, moderation, Atlanta. The 3 ships that brought the first English colonists to Jamestown in the spring of 1607, Richmond. The Statue of Liberty against an outline of the state with the inscription, Gateway to Freedom, Albany. A mansion with a thoroughbred racehorse behind a fence, Frankfort. A race car atop an outline of the state, Indianapolis. A star atop an outline of the state and the inscription, the Lone Star State, Austin. And a pelican and a trumpet with musical notes, Baton Rouge.
I think I'm going to go for the bottom one and say Louisiana.
OK, Louisiana for Baton Rouge. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Louisiana. Louisiana is right. And down that goes 14. Very well done indeed. Great start to the show.
Yeah, the brown pelican is the official state bird of Louisiana.
I think I'm going to go for the 3 ships that brought the first England colonists to Jamestown, and that is Virginia.
OK, Virginia for Richmond. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Virginia. Virginia is right. Now, 14 is what Roz scored. Barbara on 20 for Virginia.
Well played, Barbara. Yeah, it's an unusual position, that, isn't it? Because I'm sure you know all of them. The 3 ships were the Discovery, the Godspeed, and the Susan Constant.
Yeah, well, I knew the bottom one because my nephew used to live there. And other than that, I'm panicking, but I will go for the top one and say Georgia.
Georgia for Atlanta. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Georgia. Georgia is absolutely right. 20 is our high score, 14 is our low. 37 for Georgia. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Well done, Jeanette.
Yeah, the peach is Georgia's state fruit, and they produce an awful lot of them. They have a peach cobbler day in Georgia, and Atlanta is the capital of Georgia.
So I know the top one's New York. I'm not sure if it's Indianapolis, Minnesota. I'm not sure. The last one, Austin, Texas, but I don't know whether to take a punt at Indianapolis. But I'll play it safe, I think. So I'd say Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Yeah. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Texas for Austin. Down it goes 53. Not bad. 53 for Texas.
Yeah, I think probably better to go for Texas and take the risk. The Indianapolis one, Barbara, do you know that one?
Indiana.
Indiana is the answer to that one. And that would have scored you 8 points. The Statue of Liberty, you're quite right, is New York. New York State would have scored 36. Now, this is the best answer, Barbara. Best of all, and it is?
Kentucky.
Kentucky, absolutely, home of the Kentucky Derby.
Of course.
Would have scored 3 points.
Naturalist John Muir and the Yosemite Valley, Sacramento. The Rocky Mountains, Denver. Mount Rushmore National Memorial, bordered by heads of wheat, Pierre. The Grand Canyon, with a saguaro cactus in the foreground, Phoenix. A grizzly bear emerging from the water, clutching a salmon in its jaw, Juneau. King Kamehameha I stretching his hand toward the 8 major islands of the state, Honolulu, and Orville and Wilbur Wright's plane taking off, and the inscription First Flight, Raleigh.
I think I actually know most of them. There's two that I think I know, but I'm not sure which one would answer lower, so I'm going to go for Orville and Wilbur Wright to play. I'm going to say North Carolina.
North Carolina for Raleigh. North Carolina is right. That's a great answer. Look at that, 4. Very well done indeed. That takes your total up to 57.
They say they chose North Carolina because of the high sand hill, the sand to land on and high winds.
The only one that's potentially is the Grand Canyon, but I don't even know what that is, and I'm going to guess at Detroit.
Detroit for Phoenix. Let's see if that is right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Detroit. Oh, bad luck, Matty. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. Scores you 100 points. Takes your total up to 137.
It's a city, not a state, I'm afraid.
So I'll go for Juneau and Alaska.
Alaska for Juneau, says Raj. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. No red line, because you're already through. Alaska is right. That's a great answer. Down goes to 12. Takes your total up to 32, Raj. Very well done.
Well done, Raj. It's a classic quiz question, isn't it? Do you know the capital of Alaska?
I think I know them all. Sacramento is California, Denver, Colorado, Phoenix, Arizona, Honolulu is Hawaii, but I think I'm going to go for Pierre, South Dakota.
South Dakota, says Sarah for Pierre. No red line, you're already through. How many of our 100 said South Dakota? It's right. Down that goes to 2. Very well done indeed. The best till last takes your total up to 16.
Very nicely done. I think I was reading again, Barbara. I won't call on you on every question in the whole of the show, I promise. But I think the Americans don't pronounce it Pierre. Is that right?
Pear.
Pear.
Oh, pear.
Pear.
I'm sorry, I started that because I said Pierre.
It's OK.
We've heard all of these answers now, so let's just take a look at the scores. Obviously, you couldn't have beaten 2 points. A terrific answer. Sacramento is California. Would have scored 22. Denver, Colorado would have scored you 40. Phoenix, Arizona would have scored you 37. And Honolulu, Hawaii would have scored 48. Biggest answer up there.
We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many of the largest US cities in each state as they could. Largest US cities in each state, Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for the name of the largest city in any of the 50 US states, please. So the largest city in terms of population according to the 2010 US Census. Very best of luck.
Thanks very much indeed. So this, I might suggest, is one that you might be glad you're on the first podium for.
Probably will be, yes.
Judith, a warm welcome.
Thank you.
You've come here from Sussex. And what do you get up to in Sussex, Judith?
I do a bit of writing. I do a bit of acting, yes.
What sort of writing do you do?
Oh, just short stories at the moment. I'm working up to a novel, but...
OK. Are you doing a course on that, or is it something you've just embarked on your own?
No, I joined a writer's workshop, so each week we get a homework.
Oh, do you know, my mum's done that. Both my parents have done that, but they go along together. And the only difference is that my mother now just criticises everything. If I ask her to read something, I say, "Did you enjoy that?" She really goes, "Oh, I wasn't sure about the imagery." You think, oh, is that the only fruit of this course?
As an English teacher of 30 years standing, I do that anyway, you see.
Yes.
So this is a chance for me to put myself in the position that my pupils have been in.
Yeah,
and,
tables turned.
take my homework in each week and read it out with some trepidation. So.
But they're nice, they're encouraging.
Oh, they are,
nurturing.
yes. Yeah, we have a good laugh. Yeah.
Good. OK, talking of having a good laugh...
my answer.
Yes, what are you going to go for?
I think I shall probably go, it's the first one that's popped into my head, Sacramento, California.
Sacramento, let's see if that's right. Well, let's see if that's just some creative writing.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Judith, I'm afraid that, again, also gutsy, but I'm afraid in this case, incorrect. It scores you the maximum of 100 points. Sorry.
Sorry, Barbara.
Sorry, Judith, it is the state capital of California, Sacramento, but very much not the largest city in California, I'm afraid.
OK, I have a feeling you'll be joined by a fair few others up there on 100.
I hope
but
so.
We shall see. Alex, welcome back.
Thank you.
Now, remind us what happened last time.
I brought the wrong person with me, and he scored a lot of points.
Yeah, it was round 2, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That 200 points would have been good in any other quiz show.
I know you're
You've
absolutely
changed
right.
the format, and to be honest, it's quite confusing. So I'm not taking blame for that.
OK, Alex, remind us what you do.
Electrical fitter work for a transmission company.
OK, now, Alex, there we are. We've already had one 100. Have you got a confident answer?
I've got a confident one, but it's going to be pretty high, and I literally can't think of anything else.
OK.
New York and New York.
New York and New York. Let's see if that's right. If it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said New York. It's right. 79, but it's right. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, in fact, the biggest population of any US city, New York, 8.1 million people at the last census.
David, welcome.
Hello,
a warm welcome to you. What do you do, David?
I'm a bank manager working in the West London, running a branch of an international bank.
Excellent. And what do you get up to when you're not doing that?
I travel the world, including US cities, running marathons.
Do you?
So I'm hoping
marathons?
to get one right.
How many marathons have you run?
Just over 50 now. So I've done half of those in England and half of those in countries around the world.
50 marathons? You're probably time you got onto Guinness. I mean, not the drink, I mean the people who run the record book. Anyway, David, I think you might have a good answer on the back of this running.
I will go for one of the cities that I have run in, Seattle for Washington State.
Seattle. Seattle. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Seattle. Absolutely right. Well, 79's our low score. You tear past that. Still running. 23. 23 for Seattle.
Well played, David. Very good answer. Yeah, 600,000 people in Seattle. We sometimes think of these American cities as huge. They're not.
600,000?
Yeah.
It's a weenie.
It is quite weenie, isn't it?
I just think of it all. I just think of Fraser, basically, and
also
all those tall buildings.
Microsoft there as well. And the first ever Starbucks was Seattle in 1971. Whatever happened to them?
Yeah.
So it punches above its weight, I would say.
Thanks very much. OK, now, Scooter. Scooter, welcome. Is that your actual name, Scooter?
It is not, no. My real name is Scott, but my best friend growing up gave me this nickname because he felt I bore a striking resemblance to Scooter from the Muppets.
Are you seeing Scooter from the Muppets there?
Well, given that I can see both of Taz's hands, no.
Oh, I see what you're saying there. OK. Now, Scooter, what are you going to go for?
Well, I think I'm going to play it a bit safer and say Portland, Oregon.
OK, Portland. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Portland. It's right. Well, 23 is our low score. You passed that. 5 for Portland. Very well done indeed.
Yeah, 580,000 people in Portland, Oregon. Have you been to Portland, Scooter?
I have not, no.
It's a beautiful city. It's much loved. It's got quite a kind of, a bohemian air, Portland.
Well, there we are. We're halfway through the round. 5 was the best score of that pass. Very well done. Scooter and Taz looking pretty strong at this stage. Then up to 23, where we find David and Harriet, 79, Alex and Matthew, 100, Judith and Barbara. Quite nicely stepped, that. Nice even steps there. Barbara,
hello.
Anything can happen in the next pass, is all I'm saying. What we need from you is a low score. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we are looking for any US city which, by population, is the largest in its state. Taz, welcome.
Hello.
Good to have you here. What do you do, Taz?
I'm a technical writer for a modular building firm.
Wow, that's a sort of computer writing, is it?
Yeah, technical writing, so when a building gets handed over, I put all the manuals together and...
Oh, I see, I see. What do you like getting up to in your spare time, Taz?
Though I'm not very good at it, I do enjoy cycling. I do a lot of cycling.
Proper sort of racing cycling?
No, I'm very much at the end of it.
Right, OK. More just the fun of doing the thing with company.
Yeah, so this year, me and my boyfriend, we're going to cycle part of the Danube River for a holiday. So going
Fabulous.
from Vienna to Budapest.
I can immediately see a problem with that.
Yeah.
Oh, not in the river, sorry. Alongside the river.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
OK.
Sometimes you've got to think ahead, that's the... Planning is everything.
Yeah, the Danube has a beautiful towpath.
That's the time when I was trying to canoe the M1, and it just...
To be fair, you got as far as Watford, which wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, not bad. OK, now, Taz, What are you going to go for? There you are on 5. The high scorers, Barbara and Judith on 100. 94 or less sees you through.
I know. So
It just has to be right, that's all.
Yeah, so I have an answer. I think I'm going to go with Atlanta.
Atlanta. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. There is your red line. Get below that red line, lovely and high, with Atlanta, and you are in round 2. It's right, and you're through. Good work, Taz. Well, Scooter scored 5, Atlanta scores 14. 14 for you, Taz. Second lowest score of the round so far, 19 your total. Well done.
Very well played, Taz. Terrific work on that last podium, both of you. Yes, the biggest city in Georgia.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Harriet, welcome. Welcome. What do you do, Harriet?
I work in the marketing team for an online beauty retailer, so selling kind of hair care, skincare, makeup, that kind of thing.
That's right. That's a job that involves taking quite a lot of samples back home,
It does,
actually.
yes, I'm very
to
lucky.
test them out, I understand. Listen, I'm not...
Of course.
Yeah, nothing underhand here. Well, fun. What a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, it is really good fun, and you know, like you said, there's perks.
Wins you lots of friends as well.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
My mum being the main one.
There you go. Exactly.
Wins.
OK, well, there you are on 23. How confident are you feeling at this
This
stage?
is actually a good subject for me, I hope. It was kind of part of my degree was American Studies. So
Good.
Let's hope I don't make a fool of myself.
You are confessing an awful lot of things here in advance of giving your answer. But yeah, fingers crossed.
So I have 2 answers, and I think I'm going to go for St. Louis in Missouri.
St. Louis, says Harriet. OK, well, the high scorers remain Barbara and Judith on 100. 76 or less sees you through. There's your red line. Let's see if St. Louis can get you below it. Louis, no! Harriet, 123 is your total, but I'm afraid that's, for some reason, is incorrect.
Yeah, I'm really, really sorry. St. Louis, I'm going to go right ahead and call it like an American. It is in Missouri, but not the biggest city there, I'm afraid.
OK, now then, Matthew. Matthew, welcome back. Good bow tie, well done.
Cheers,
you stuck with a plan.
Yeah, you made me look like a right turnip, yeah.
A turnip and a bow tie, though.
I'm just glad I didn't wear the top hat, that's the thing.
Yeah. we were expecting a top hat.
Yeah, we
weren't
did.
We couldn't find any, so I was going to wear the lampshades from the hotel and they wouldn't let me take them.
Matthew, remind us what you do.
An engineering manager.
That's right, and as we discovered last time, you work out.
Yeah.
Yes. What else do you do? What are your other hobbies?
I pretty much live in work. I hardly see my missus, which I don't know whether she actually finds that better. Probably keeps our relationship stronger that I'm not about the house more. Actually earning money for his shoes.
And your bow ties, obviously.
And bow ties.
Now then, Matthew, there you are. You're on 79. The high scorers now, Harriet and David on 123. 43 or less is what you require. How's your reasoning going at this stage?
Well, I'm thinking capital cities, but that might not necessarily be...
Yeah, well, as we've seen,
city.
not always.
And I've got 2 in mind, but I'm going to go for a safe bet, and I'm going to say Detroit, Illinois.
OK, Detroit, says Matthew. Detroit, there is your red line. Get below that, you're in round 2. Let's see if Detroit can do it for you. Good luck. It's right. Very well done indeed. There you go, through to round 2. Nice low score, 12. Second lowest score of the round. Good answer, Matt.
Yeah, Detroit. It's not in Illinois, though. It's in Michigan. It's the largest city in Michigan, Detroit. Although it's getting smaller by the minute, Detroit.
Oh, it is, yes, poor thing. Indeed. Now then, Barbara, welcome. What do you do?
Well, I'm officially retired as an English teacher, but I keep getting called back. They can't seem to do without me, so I'm still doing little bits of supply teaching. But mainly, I'm very, very happily retired, and I spend my time with my 3 dogs, and my husband's retired as well, and we're over the hills and far away, and do all the things that retired people do.
Yeah, how nice.
It is.
Fabulous.
I recommend it.
Good. Well, there you are, on 100. You have to score 22 or less, Barbara. That would be the 4th lowest score of the round, is what we're after.
Shall I go for Honolulu?
Honolulu, says Barbara. There is your red line. Let's see if Honolulu gets you below that red line. Good luck. It's right.
Hey.
That's the first thing it had to be. Now.
Fingers crossed.
You've done it! Honolulu 6.
Yeah, terrific work, Barbara. Absolutely right. And Missouri, confusingly, the biggest city in Missouri is Kansas City. Would have scored you 3 points, I know, right? The biggest city in Kansas is Wichita, so go figure. And Wichita would have scored you 1. I'll take you through, before we look at the pointless ones, I'll take you through some of the lower scorers. 3 points for Omaha, Nebraska. 2 points for Little Rock, Arkansas, Milwaukee. 1 point for Charlotte, North Carolina, for Newark, New Jersey, Boise, Idaho, Columbus, Ohio, and Jackson, Mississippi. And here are the pointless answers. Billings, which is the biggest city in Montana. Bridgeport, which is Connecticut. Burlington, which is Vermont. All very good answers. Well done if you got any of these. Columbia is the biggest city in South Carolina. Fargo, the biggest city in North Dakota. Louisville, which is Kentucky. Manchester is New Hampshire. Sioux Falls is South Dakota, and Wilmington is the biggest city in Delaware. All of those are terrific answers. That's all the pointless answers up there. Very well done if you got any of those. Let's take a look at the biggest answers, the ones that most of our 100 people said. We'll find out the biggest city in California here. Chicago, that's Illinois. That's the biggest city in Illinois. Los Angeles is, of course, the biggest city in California, 46. And New York, we've already seen, top of the shop, 79.
Thanks very much indeed. So at the end of our first round, the pair heading home with a high score of 123. I'm sorry to say, Harriet and David, it is you. Did you know any of those pointless ones, Harriet?
Yeah. I kind of panicked, thought of 2. I thought of St. Louis and Salt Lake City in Utah, but I don't think that was right, was it?
No, Salt Lake City is right. Salt Lake City would have scored you 6 points.
Oh,
so,
great.
yeah, it would have been a bit, I know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I sort of said that in a happy way, and I shouldn't have done. I should have said it in a sad way. It's good that it's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have to say goodbye to you, Harriet and David. We'll see you again next time. Look forward to that very much indeed. Thanks very much, Harriet and David. Major cities in US states that are not capitals. Richard.
On each board, we're going to show you 7 pairs of cities. You need to tell us which state you would find those cities in, please. 14 in all to have a go at home. Because the state capitals are often not the biggest cities.
No.
But we'll go through what the capitals are as we go along as well.
Tulsa, Norman. Houston, Dallas. Baltimore, Frederick. Jacksonville, Miami. Casper, Laramie. Memphis, Chattanooga. And Worcester, Cambridge.
OK, I've got 2 in mind, but I'm going to be strategic. I'm going to play it very, very safe, and I'm going to go for Texas.
For?
Texas.
Which one?
Sorry, Houston, Dallas.
OK.
Texas, please.
Texas, says Anthony. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Texas for Houston and Dallas. It's right. Ooh, 86. 86 for Texas.
Yeah, and the state capital of Texas is Austin.
And I'm going to go for Tulsa, Norman, Alaska.
Alaska for Tulsa, Norman. Yeah, maybe Texas would have been better. Let's find out. How many of our 100 people said Alaska for Tulsa, Norman? I'm sorry, John. I'm afraid that scores you 100 points. But you're not that far ahead from the mean score so far.
Yeah, unlucky, John.
I was eyeing up the Worcester one because I come from Worcester, but in this country. Don't know where it is in America. So I'm going to go for Memphis and Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Tennessee, says Patty. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Tennessee for Memphis and Chattanooga. It's right. Well, 100 is the high score, 86 is the low, and you passed both of them. 52, Patty. Very well done.
Yeah, Memphis and Chattanooga. I would have rather had Memphis and Secaucus, then we could have had M&S, but unfortunately not.
Thank you very much.
I think Tulsa might be Oklahoma, I'm not sure. Jacksonville and Miami is obviously Florida, but I'm tempted with the bottom one, Cambridge, and I'm going to go for Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, says Ray.
Right or wrong?
Well, it sounds right to me, and you're getting a nod from Patty. So let's see how many of our 100 people said Massachusetts for Cambridge and Worcester. It is Massachusetts. It's a good answer, Ray. Look at that. Down you go to 20. Very well done indeed.
Well played, Ray. Shall we fit in the rest of these? Now, Tulsa and Norman is Oklahoma. Would have scored 27 points. Baltimore and Frederick is Maryland. Would have scored 26. You're quite right about Jacksonville and Miami. That is Florida. Would have scored 64. Now, the best answer on the board is Casper and Laramie. It's also, we discovered the other day, the last state in alphabetical order.
Ah, Wyoming.
Wyoming
Yes.
is the answer, yep. And that would have scored 14, but I don't know if you said that.
OK, let's put 7 more pairs of US cities up on the board, and here they come. What states would you find these in? Los Angeles, San Diego, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Las Vegas, Reno, Fort Wayne, Evansville, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Wichita, Overland Park, and Seattle, Spokane. If you can score 79 or less, you're definitely into the next round.
OK, I think I'm going to go for Las Vegas, which is in Nevada.
Nevada for Las Vegas, Reno. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Nevada. There's your red line. It's right. And you're through. There we are, down to 54. 74 is your total. Very well done indeed on podium 4.
Well played, Di. The state capital of Nevada is Carson City. And in the 1900 census for Las Vegas, 30 people lived there in the 1900 census. Isn't that amazing when you see this destroy millions and millions now?
I will go for Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania for Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Pennsylvania. Here is your red line. It is Pennsylvania. Well done. Gets you through. Down it goes to 26. Your score is 78.
Yeah, the state capital there is Harrisburg. Something which is obvious, actually, when you think about it, but I hadn't worked out before, is Pittsburgh is named after William Pitt, the elder.
Of course.
Yeah.
I know one for certain, which I think is going to be too high.
OK.
So I'm going to try Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland, Cincinnati, Ohio, says Helen. No red line for you as you're the high scorers at the moment, but let's see how far down the column we get with Ohio. There we are, 39. 139 is your total.
That's a very good answer. Now, Cleveland, I find this hard to believe, but apparently it's true. It was originally spelt with an A, so it's Cleveland, like we would spell Cleve. And one of the newspapers, to shorten its masthead, took the A out, and it stuck. And that's why it's called Cleveland now.
Well, the top one's California. I think Wichita's Arkansas or Kansas, but I'm not sure which. Seattle is in Washington. I'm not sure about Fort Wayne, which I think might be the lowest scorer, and I'm not sure if I'm daring enough to take a risk. So, I'm going to say Seattle, Washington.
OK. Seattle, Spokane, Washington. Here is your red line. Can you get below that red line with Washington? Let's find out. That's right. You've done it. Oh, you've done it with room touch there. There we are, 33. Taking your total up to 119.
Very nicely played there, Patrick. That's very, very good work. Now, you're quite right about Los Angeles and San Diego. You're right to avoid it as well. We've seen you knocked out, so it scored 75 points. Wichita and Overland Park, it's Kansas rather than Arkansas. It's actually the best answer on the board, 10 points for that. And Fort Wayne and Evansville, it's Indiana. Was the answer there. Would have scored 12. Fort Wayne, that's the birthplace of John Wayne, funnily enough, but whose original name is Marion Morrison.
US tourist attractions. Richard.
OK, on each pass, we're going to show you 6 US tourist attractions. You just have to tell us which state that tourist attraction is in. If you give us a nice obscure answer, something that very few of our 100 people knew, you'll score fewer points. If you give us an incorrect answer, though, you'll score 100 points. 12 in all for you to have a go at home.
Thank you very much, Richard. So we're looking for the US states in which these tourist attractions are to be found, and here we go. We've got Waikiki Beach, Churchill Downs, Arlington National Cemetery, Yosemite National Park, Kennedy Space Center, and the Grand Canyon. I'll read those all one more time. Waikiki Beach, Churchill Downs, Arlington National Cemetery, Yosemite National Park, Kennedy Space Center, and the Grand Canyon. So remember, we are looking for the states in which you would find these US tourist attractions, and obviously you're trying to find the one that the fewest of our 100 people knew. David.
I'm sort of thinking of going with the Kennedy Space Center is in Florida.
OK, Kennedy Space Center, Florida, says David. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people knew that answer. It's right. 45. 45, Richard. Quite
Pretty
high.
big score, David, yeah. 1.5 million visitors annually.
Graham, remember, we are looking for the US states in which you would find these tourist attractions.
I don't know the first one. I'm going to have to go with the Grand Canyon in Colorado.
Grand Canyon, Colorado, says Graham. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. Oh, Grand Canyon, not Colorado. Unfortunately, an incorrect answer, which means you scored a maximum of 100 points. Bad luck, Graham. Glenn.
I'm going to go for Waikiki Beach, because I think I've seen it on a T-shirt with the place it's on as well. And I think it's in Hawaii.
Waikiki Beach, Hawaii, says Glenn. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. It is indeed Hawaii. 50. 50 for Hawaii, Richard.
You see, that's how fashion buyers work. That's how their minds think. If it's on a T-shirt, he knows it. Yeah, it's in Honolulu, Waikiki Beach. It means spouting fresh water. Let's fill in the board. Grand Canyon, it's not in Colorado. It's formed by the Colorado River, so I suspect a lot of people might have said Colorado at home. It's actually in Arizona. Would have scored you 29 points. Yosemite National Park is in California. Would have scored you 17. The Arlington National Cemetery is in Virginia. Scored you 2 points. It's actually the best answer on the board. And Churchill Downs is the racecourse where they run the Kentucky Derby. So it's Kentucky, 4 points. So Arlington National Cemetery, best answer on that board, but well done if you got all of them.
Thanks very much, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores. David and Valerie's, it turns out, there we are, the lowest score of the pass. Very well done, 45, looking quite solid there. Glenn and Jamie up on 50, not bad at all. Graham and Sue looking a little bit exposed there on 100. So, Sue, we need a lovely obscure answer from you. Nice low score to see if you're going to stay with us through to the head-to-head. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we'll put 6 more US tourist attractions on the board, and here we go. We have got Las Vegas Strip, Space Needle, Niagara Falls, Independence National Historical Park, Mount Rushmore, and the Golden Gate Bridge. I'll read them all one more time. The Las Vegas Strip, Space Needle, Niagara Falls, the Independence National Historical Park, Mount Rushmore, and the Golden Gate Bridge. So remember, we are looking for the states in which you would find these US tourist attractions, and obviously you're trying to find the one that the fewest of our 100 people knew. So Jamie, you're on 50, Sue and Graham are on 100. If you can score 49 or less, you are in the head-to-head.
OK, I think that I will go for the Las Vegas Strip, Nevada.
Las Vegas Strip, Nevada, says Jamie. Here's your red line. Below that red line, you've made it through safely to the head-to-head. Las Vegas Strip, let's see if it's right. How many people said it? Nevada. It is right. You made it. Very, very well done. 45. With 5 to spare, that takes your total up to 95. Richard.
It's home, the Las Vegas Strip, to 18 of the world's top 25 largest hotels by room number.
Wow.
It's quite something, isn't it?
Isn't it? Sue, you are the high scorers on 100. You just have to hope you find a lovely, low-scoring answer.
I'm going to have to go with the Golden Gate Bridge, California.
OK, the Golden Gate Bridge, California, you are saying. Let's see if that's right, California. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said it. California. It is right. 45. 45 takes your total up to 145. It puts you 100 points ahead of Valerie and David, who have yet to answer.
Yeah, it makes Valerie's answer very interesting indeed. Yeah, very iconic bridge, obviously spanning between San Francisco and Marin County in California.
So then, Valerie.
I honestly haven't a clue.
Oh, it's exciting, Richard.
Yeah. I honestly haven't a complete clue. I'm going to go with Mount Rushmore in Washington State.
OK, Mount Rushmore, Washington State. There's your red line. It's nice and high.
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore, Washington State. Is it right? And if it is, how many people said it? Oh, I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points, which means your score is now 145. For the second time in this show, We have a tie. This is very, very exciting. Well, as it's a tie, the tied pairs have to give me one more answer each. You're now allowed to confer, and the pair with the highest score will be eliminated at the end of the round, as per usual. So then, Valerie and David, you are to go first. You're now allowed to confer.
Well, I've been to the Space Needle, I'm pretty sure. I think it's in Seattle, which is in Washington State, funny enough.
There's an irony.
So that's the one I'm going for.
OK, you are going to say Washington State for the Space Needle. Yeah. Space Needle, Washington State. Is it right? How many people said it? It is right. Very well done, David. Down it goes. Still going. 6! That's a colossally low score. 6 for Washington State takes your total up to 151. Sue and Graham. We are looking for the US states in which you would find these tourist attractions.
Shall we go with Mount Rushmore? Where do you think
Mount
it is?
Rushmore, I think it's probably the one with the carved heads.
It is, yeah.
But I'm not certain. Is it Wyoming?
Mount Rushmore, Wyoming, says Sue.
Go with that.
There is your red line. You want to be scoring 5 or less with this answer if you're going to be through to the head-to-head. Mount Rushmore, Wyoming, says Sue. Is it right? And if it is, how many of our 100 people said it? Mount Rushmore, Wyoming. Oh! Well, it's definitive. Sue and Graham, I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points, takes your total up to 245. Richard.
Yeah, how about that? Another tie. If you'd got the right answer for Mount Rushmore, you would be in the next round, because actually would only scored 3 points. It's South Dakota. South Dakota, well done if you got that at home. Niagara Falls, do you know Niagara Falls?
It's New York State?
It is New York, right at the top of upstate New York, 21 points. And the Independence National Historical Park is in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, and that's a pointless answer, so very well done if you got that.
OK, thank you very much, Richard. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score, it's Graham and Sue. Oh, dear. Well, again, no shame in that. No shame at all in that, apart from possibly the Wyoming. But frankly, I didn't know it was South Dakota, so...
No, I didn't.
Well, we know that now, though, Graham. You'll never forget that.
No, I won't. And I'm very proud of that score. 245 is a biggie.
It is a big one. It is a big one. But no, you did very, very well. The great news is we'll see you again next time. We'll look forward to that very much indeed. Meanwhile, Sue and Graham, thanks so much for playing. Second question. Now, Kevin, Lucy, you have to win this one to stay in the game. Good luck. Our second question today is all about the middle initials of US presidents. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you the first and last names of various US presidents who are often known by their middle initial. We've missed out that middle initial. What is it, please?
Thank you very much. Let's reveal these US presidents. Here they come. We've got Richard Nixon, James Polk, Lyndon Johnson, Dwight Eisenhower, and Warren Harding. I'll read those all again. Richard Nixon, James Polk, Lyndon Johnson, Dwight Eisenhower, Warren Harding. Kevin and Lucy will go first.
Yeah.
We'll go
for Lyndon B. Johnson.
Lyndon B. Johnson, say Kev and Lucy. OK, now, Helena and Tom, do you fancy talking us through the rest of that board?
I think we only know one for sure, do we? Which is Dwight D.
Yeah,
Eisenhower.
I think it's Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Shall we have a guess at something else? Kind of,
James Polk.
F.
What, sorry?
F.
I was thinking E.
Oh, right.
Should we go for Dwight D?
Yeah, go on.
Do you agree?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Dwight D. Eisenhower.
Dwight D. Eisenhower. So we have Lyndon B. Johnson and Dwight D. Eisenhower. Kev and Lucy have gone for Lyndon B. Johnson. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right. Lyndon B. Johnson, 57. Helena and Tom have gone for Dwight D. Eisenhower. Let's see if that's right. Let's see if they were right to decide to go for it. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It's right. And it wins the point for you. Well done. Well done, Tom. Tactically, a shrewd move there. 37 to 57, which means, Helena and Tom, well done. After only 2 questions, You are straight through to the final 2-0.
Yeah, Lyndon Baines Johnson and Dwight David Eisenhower. And that David has another part to play in American political history because his middle name was David, so his grandson was called David. And that's the David after whom Camp David, the presidential retreat, is named. Dwight D. Eisenhower's grandson. There
Goodness
you go.
me, what a nice little fact to
Isn't it
forget.
just? Yes.
I mean, I'd like to remember it. I won't.
Richard Nixon. Now, his middle name is... the name
I
of
do
a
know,
Simpsons
yes,
character.
exactly, Milhouse, yes.
Yeah, Milhouse, so Richard M. Nixon. We've scored 18 points there. If James Polk, it's Knox, so it's James K. Polk, would have scored you 8 points. And do you know Warren Harding comes up quite a lot on this show?
Warren G.
G, exactly. And that is for Gamaliel.
Yes,
Warren Gamaliel Harding.
Nice.
What a lovely name, isn't it?
It is, Gamaliel.
For a boy or a dog or a horse, I don't know. Gamaliel. 9 points, though. So James K. Polk is the best answer on that board. Very well done if you said that.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, Kev and Lucy, I'm afraid it's you. But that's good. You've done everything you needed to do in this show. You've walked the course. You now know exactly how it works. You'll be back next time. And I have a hunch you might be back in the head-to-head next time as well. Anyway, thanks so much for playing so well. Kev and Lucy. But for Helena and Dom, well done, everybody. Jess and Robin, you're our low scorers there. Fantastic. Lucy, our lowest individual scorer there with Mad Men. So very well done. Our category for round 2 today is US Geography. Can you all decide who wants to go first, who wants to go second, and whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many US states or US state capitals that do not contain the letter I. There we are, Richard.
Yeah, simply any of the 50 US states or their capitals, please, that don't contain that letter. So 100 possible answers out there.
Thank you very much indeed. Robin. Robin. US states or state capitals that don't contain the letter I.
Don't contain the letter I. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, says Robin. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Massachusetts. It's right. Not bad. Not bad at all. 10. Good stuff. Good start to the round.
Well played, Robin. It's stressful, isn't it, going through a word as long as Massachusetts to work out there's no I in it. I'll tell you something that was invented in Massachusetts, 1957. The plastic pink flamingo garden ornament.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. The first one was made. Not till 1957.
Yeah.
Thank you very much
Yes.
indeed. Now, Rob. So it's US states or state capitals that don't contain the letter I.
Surprisingly large number of states have I's in them. Try North Dakota.
North Dakota. Let's see how many of our 100 people said North Dakota. No I's in that. 10's the only score we have so far. 20 for North Dakota.
They have an honorary equine, state equine, which is the Nakota horse, which presumably is named after North Dakota.
Must be, sure.
Nakota.
Nakota. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Jen.
Hi.
Jen.
I am going to go for a capital.
I was just thinking, it's time someone went for a capital. That's where the low scores are going to be.
I'm going to go for the capital of Louisiana, which is Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, says Jen. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge is right. 20 is our high score, 10 is our low. You passed the high score, you passed the low. It's a pointless answer. Very well done indeed, Jen. That adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £10,500, scores you nothing and earns you nothing but cred.
Yep, very well played, and very well played for choosing the capital of a state that does have an I in its name so we can mention it, which is very handy. Yeah, literally named after a red fence post that was between two rival bits of territory, and the French built a garrison there, and that became the capital, Baton Rouge.
On such flimsy things, a place is named.
Exactly, and 250 quid gets added to the jackpot. I bet they didn't know when they saw that little fence post painted red that someone was going to win £250 on an English game show so many years later.
There we go. Thank you very much indeed. Well, before we come back down the line, let's just wallow in the triumph of Jen's brilliant low score there and shuffle uncomfortably as we acknowledge the 20 that Rob and Lucy are on. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, Bob. US states or US state capitals which do not contain the letter I. There was something in the way you nodded vigorously at Baton Rouge that makes me think you've got a good answer as well.
I am also going to go for a US state capital.
Good.
And I'm rather hoping I've got the spelling right. I'm going to go for capital of Florida, which is Tallahassee.
Tallahassee, says Bob. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Tallahassee. Here's your red line. Tallahassee's right. You're through. Oh, it's a one. It's a one. Very well done indeed. I mean, it's just as good as a pointless answer, really, just without the glory. There we are. Takes your total up to 1.
I mean, listen, as a father and daughter team, of course it's not as good as a pointless answer. It's worse than a pointless answer, don't you think? He looked gutted. And then he's thinking, oh, man, I would love to have matched that.
Oh, thank you very much indeed, Richard. So, Lucy.
Hello. Again.
We're going to need a really low score from you here.
And I don't know any state capitals. So...
I know. Every time this comes up, I always think this is something I must learn. I've got to learn state capitals, because that's where all the clever clogs answers are.
My son would have them listed, but he's not here. So I'm going to go for Vermont.
You go for Vermont. Come on, no red line for you, I'm afraid. You're currently the high scorers. What happens when we say Vermont? Vermont obviously is right. It's not bad. 7 takes your total up to 27.
Yeah, giving yourself a chance there, Lucy. Well played. It was the 14th state. It was an independent country before it became a state. Vermont.
What was it called when it was an independent country?
Vermont.
Ah, there we go. Thank you. Thanks, Richard. Now, Jess, we have a target for you.
Yeah.
You have to score 16 or less.
Okay.
We want the name of any US state or any US state capital without an I in its name. What are you thinking of?
I've got a few states in my head, but I think I'm going to go for Delaware.
Delaware, says Jess. Here is your red line. Can you get below this red line with Delaware? Delaware is right. And you're through. Very well done. 8 takes your total up to 18.
Very nicely played. Here's a weird fact about Delaware. There are more businesses in Delaware than there are people. And that is almost half the businesses in the US are based in Delaware because of their tax laws. You see. You see. That's how they get you. Now, lots and lots of pointless answers here, and they are the state capitals, essentially. If you know your state capitals, which some people do, lots of chances to fill the jackpot here. Let's take a look at them. Here's the first few. Augusta, Maine, as a pointless answer. There's Baton Rouge, very well played. Charleston, which is West Virginia. Columbus, Ohio. Honolulu, Hawaii. Jackson, that is Mississippi. Juneau, that is... do you know where that's the capital of? Alaska.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you know? Alaska.
Sorry.
Sacramento, that's the capital of California. Santa Fe, that's New Mexico. There's a few more you could have had. Cheyenne, you could have had Concord, Dover, Hartford, Montgomery, Topeka, and Trenton. Trenton, New Jersey. All of those are pointless answers. The top 3 are all states. Alabama, 32, and then a big leap up to Texas on 72. And New York State, 74. New York scored a lot, but its capital, which is Albany, would have scored you 2 points.
Thank you very much, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our second round, which means we have to say goodbye to another pair, Lucy and Rob. I'm afraid it is you. You're going to be back, though.
We are.
So it's only au revoir. We'll see you next time and look forward to that very much. But meantime, thank you very much for playing, Lucy and Rob. We are down to 3 pairs. Well done, everybody. Made it through to round 2. Paul, hats off to you, our lowest individual scorer in that round. Very, very strong performance there. And Cassie and Kath, our lowest combined scorers. So very, very well done to you. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is political names. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. And the question concerns Things that share their name with surnames of US presidents. Richard.
Yeah, simply 6 clues on each board to people or things that share their names with the surname of a US president. So 12 in all to have a go at home.
Oh, this is fun.
That's fun.
This is going to be fun. OK, so we are looking for the answers to these definitions. They also happen to be the surnames of US presidents. And we have got on our first board a playing card of a chosen suit which can win a trick where a card of a different suit has been led. Type of track cycling relay race that takes its name from the New York venue where it was first held. Surname of aviator who became the first woman to fly solo to Australia. Cat in the eponymous Jim Davis comic strip who has a penchant for eating lasagna. First name of author Capote, who wrote the novel In Cold Blood. And the first name of the US singer who had a UK #1 album in 2014 entitled 1989 after her birth year. I'll read those very quickly again. A playing card of a chosen suit which can win a trick where a card of different suit has been led. Type of track cycling relay race that takes its name from the New York venue where it was first held. Surname of aviator who became the first woman to fly solo to Australia. Cat in the eponymous Jim Davis comic strip who has a penchant for eating lasagna. First name of author Capote, who wrote the novel In Cold Blood. And first name of the US singer who had a UK #1 album in 2014 entitled 1989 after her birth year. There we go. Emma, over to you.
OK, this is not a very good round for me. Not good in politics. I know 2 of them. I think I'm going to go for the first name of the US singer who had a hit in 2014 with Taylor.
Taylor,
Yep.
says Emma. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Taylor. Down it goes to 17. Very well done. Very strong start to the round, Emma.
Yeah, and Zachary Taylor being the US president.
Thank you very much. So, Paul. Paul.
Hi. Well, I'm struggling here, I'm afraid, Alexander. I am going to have to go with the only one that I know, which is the top one. And unfortunately, I think quite a few people will know that it's Trump.
Trump, says Paul. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Trump. It's right. $24. Not bad. As it turns out, not bad at all. 24 for Trump.
Yeah, Judd Trump, the world snooker champion who became president of the United States. That was a weird week, wasn't it?
Yeah, wasn't it?
Yeah. Very peculiar, with Ronnie O'Sullivan as his vice president.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Kath. Do you feel like talking us through the board?
No. I think the only one that I can talk you through would be the 4th one down.
Yep.
And I'm going to say confidently, Garfield.
Garfield. OK, now then, let's see how many of our 100 people said Garfield. It's right. 48 for Garfield.
Yeah, James Garfield being that president, and Jim Davis, who wrote that strip, his grandfather was called James Garfield Davis, so he named it after his grandfather.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice, isn't it?
Very nice indeed.
Let's look through the rest of these, shall we? The type of track cycling, do you know that? If you watch the Olympics, you'll know it's one of the unusual ones. Madison.
Ah.
James Madison.
Yeah.
That will score you 6 points. Surname of the aviator is...
Johnson.
Johnson, yeah. Amy Johnson. Would have scored you 19. And the first name of Capote?
Truman.
Truman. Of course, Harry S. Truman being the president. 33 points for that. Best answer on the board, Madison.
Thank you, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 17, the best score of the pass, Emma. Very well done to you. 24 is where we find Paul and Ginny. And then up to 48, which is where we find Kat and Cassie. So a little bit ahead there. Cassie, let's hope there's a lovely one on the next board that you and not many others know. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 6 more clues up on the board, and here they are. We have got the 1981 comedy film starring Dudley Moore as the title character, surname of Rita, who sang the theme to the 1983 Bond film Octopussy, a shallow place in a river or stream allowing one to walk or drive across, verb meaning to make a hole in something using a sharp object, West London suburb whose non-league team merged with Yeading FC in 2007, and someone who traditionally transported goods by wagon or other horse-drawn vehicle. I'll read those one last time. 1981 comedy film starring Dudley Moore as the title character, surname of Rita, who sang the theme to the 1983 Bond film Octopussy, a shallow place in a river or stream allowing one to walk or drive across, verb meaning to make a hole in something using a sharp object, West London suburb whose non-league team merged with Yeading FC in 2007, and someone who traditionally transported goods by wagon or other horse-drawn vehicle. There we go. Cassie, that's what you got to play with. We need a low score from you.
I'll go with the first one. Big.
That'd be such a good name for a present. Big. OK, let us see. There's no red line for you, I'm afraid, as you're the high scorers. How many of our 100 people said big? I'm sorry, Cassie. I'm sorry, it's an incorrect answer. Scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 148.
Could happen, couldn't it? It's a surname.
You'd be Mr. Big before that.
Or Mrs. Big.
Or Mrs. Big, exactly, yes.
But, yeah, I'm afraid that's not that film. Or a president.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Ginny. Ginny, you're through to the head-to-head, by the way, which is good news. That takes the pressure off.
I'm going to go for the second one down, which I believe was Rita Coolidge.
Coolidge, says Ginny. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Coolidge. Coolidge is right. Down, that goes to 14. Very well done indeed. 38 is your total.
Yeah, Rita Coolidge is absolutely right. And Calvin Coolidge, of course, being the president. And the Coolidge is America's best-selling single-room air conditioner.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Toby.
Yes.
Also through to the head-to-head, even before you give your answer, which is good news.
Yes, very good news. Because I don't know a lot. I know probably more than I did on the last board.
And do you want to go through the board and just...
Top one, I don't know. All I know is it's probably not big. The third one also, I feel like I should know, but I don't. The verb I think is Pierce, but I'm not going to go with that. I think the bottom one as well might be Carter, but I'm going to go for the second bottom. My knowledge of West London suburbs isn't good, neither is my knowledge of presidents, but hopefully, non-league football, I think it's Hales.
Hales?
Yes.
Hales, says Toby. OK, no red line, you're already through. How many of our 100 people said Hales? I was just going through and I'm thinking, it's feasible, but I'm afraid not. No, it scores you 100 points, takes the total up to 117, but you're through.
Yeah, pretty close. You obviously knew the answer is Hayes. Hayes and Yeading, and Rutherford B. Hayes, the US president. And it's the best answer up there, would have scored 5 points. You were right about a couple of the others. You're right about Carter. Down the bottom there would have scored you 18 points. Jimmy Carter, of course. You were right as well about Pierce, Franklin Pierce. Would have scored you 23. The Shallow Place?
Ford.
Ford, yeah. Gerald Ford. 45 for that. And the comedy film was not big. It's
Arthur.
Arthur. Chester A. Arthur. 35 points for that.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, that brings us to the end of our second round, which means once again I have to say goodbye to a pair, and Cassie and Kath, I'm so sorry. We've got to say goodbye to you. It's been such a treat having you here. Thank you so much, Cassie and Kath. Wonderful. But for the There's only going to be room for 2 pairs in the head-to-head, obviously, so one of the teams in front of me now will be leaving us at the end of this round. OK, our category for round 2 is American TV. American TV. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, so our round 2 question concerns US TV shows and their cities. US TV shows and their cities. Richard?
Yeah, we're going to show you 6 US TV shows on each pass. We asked 100 people in which cities are these shows predominantly set. If you give us a nice obscure answer, you're going to score fewer points. If you give us an incorrect answer, though, you're going to score 100 points. So there's 12 shows in all, 12 cities to guess. Very best of luck at home.
OK, so we're looking for the cities in which these shows are predominantly set. And here is our first list. Dynasty, Frasier, Ally McBeal, Tales of the City, Friends, ER. I'll read those one more time. Dynasty, Frasier, Ally McBeal, Tales of the City, Friends and ER. So we are looking for the cities in which these American shows are predominantly set. And obviously you're trying to find the one that the fewest of our 100 people knew. Cliff.
I think I'll go safe. And we'll go for Frasier, Seattle.
Let's see if Frasier is indeed Seattle. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. It's right. Very well done, 20. Not a bad score at all. Richard.
Yeah, low answer to that. Yeah, Kelsey Grammer, of course, plays a radiotherapist in Seattle.
Splendid. Now, Malcolm. We're looking for the cities in which these US TV shows are predominantly set.
My one excellent choice I was going to go for was Frasier, which has been taken away now. So I've got one other one I know. I imagine it's going to be quite high scoring, but Friends is set in New York.
OK, let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said Friends, New York. 47. 47. Well, that's a whole lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, again, a very low score. I think a lot, very popular show, but sometimes people don't really pay attention to where things are set. I think that's why it's quite a tricky round. Yeah, the last ever episode of Friends, 60 million people watched it.
So then, Barry H. Barry H, I tell you what, you're the last person to have this board, so you can fill in all of the gaps for us and then pick one to submit.
Well, I turn off the television as soon as any American TV comes on.
Oh,
so
Barry, no,
I haven't
don't
got a
do
clue.
that. I so much good stuff. I'm not going to talk about it in case I give away
take a lot
lots
more
of things.
convincing than that, I'm afraid.
Really?
Yep. Anyway, I shall go for ER, and I'll guess at Chicago.
ER, Chicago. Is this a complete stab in the dark, or is it...
Complete stab in the dark, yeah.
Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. It's right!
I can't believe it.
19.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. You don't believe it. Oh, Barry box set over here. Yeah. just the lowest score of the pass. Yeah.
That was no guess. That's... you know what? I wouldn't watch that rubbish. I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah. Chicago.
Oh, ER, Chicago, yeah. Yeah, gave George Clooney his big break. Yeah, it's ER, yeah, Alex Kingston. Yeah. I don't watch it. I wouldn't watch it. Yeah, as you well know, Chicago, 19 points. Very well done. Do you want to fill some of these in? They're quite hard. Tales of the City.
San Francisco.
Yes, San Francisco would have scored you 4 points. Now, Dynasty, one of the most successful TV shows in history. Do you know where that's set?
Who would know? It's Denver, Colorado.
It is Denver, it's exactly right. Only one person knew it. Would have been a very, very good answer to give. And Ally McBeal, again, another popular show, but this is a pointless answer.
Boston,
Ally McBeal?
I think.
It is in Boston, yeah. You wouldn't have risked it, I suspect, if it was your question. But, yeah, very well done if you said Boston for Ally McBeal.
Splendid. Well, we are halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. The best score so far, the Barrys. And they are on 19. Yeah, what a fluke. Wait for Barry T's answer in the next pass. I can't wait for that. And then we go up to 20, where Cliff and Nick are, and then up to 47 for Malcolm and Alison. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more US TV shows on the board, and here they are. We have got Cheers, Perry Mason, Dexter, The Wire, 30-something and The West Wing. I'll read those one more time. Cheers, Perry Mason, Dexter, The Wire, 30-something, The West Wing. Now, remember, we are looking for the cities in which these shows are predominantly set, and you're trying to find the one that the fewest of our 100 people knew. Now, Barry T, a brilliant turn from Barry H in the first pass has given you the lowest score. You're on 19. The high scorers are Alison and Malcolm on 47, which means if you can score 27 or less, you are through to the next round.
Well, I don't think I can possibly match my partner's answer.
Yeah. Wait for this.
But I'm going to go for Perry Mason and Los Angeles.
Perry Mason, Los Angeles, you are saying. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. There is your red line. Below that red line, you're through to the next round. Perry Mason says Barry T, Los Angeles. It's right. I know, who'd have thought it? Yeah, you're through to the next round. Very well done, Barry T. By hook or by crook, that was a great answer, and it takes your total up to 22.
And you know it's funny because I don't even have a television. I don't.
Was I saying that right? Perry
Mason. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, from the 60s. Raymond Burr played Perry Mason. Very good answer. Well done.
Now then, Alison, you're the high scorers on 47.
Yep. I have a feeling a lot of my friends will be quite angry with me if I get this wrong. So I'm going to go with The Wire, and it's set in Baltimore.
Very good. Baltimore for The Wire. Let's see if you're right. There's no red line for you, obviously, because you are the high scorers. Good luck. It's right. Very, very well done. 7. Takes your total up to 54.
Yeah, The Wire, very good answer. The ultimate sort of US cult drama series. I was talking to Barry H earlier. He's never seen it, but he thought season 3 very much better than season 2.
Now then, Nick. OK, so we're looking for the cities in which these US TV shows are predominantly set. This is the moment of truth. There's a tussle on our hands here, because the high scorers at the moment are Alison and Malcolm on 54, you're on 20. You have to score 33 or less if you want to be in the head-to-head. What are you thinking? Talk us through the board, Nick.
Well, I think Cheers might be Philadelphia, but don't take the risk. I don't know Dexter or 30-something, so I'm going to say the West Wing and Washington, D.C.
West Wing, Washington, D.C. There is your red line. It's quite low. It's quite low. Let's see. West Wing, Washington, D.C. Is it right? And if it is, how many people said it? You've got to get below that red line to be in the head-to-head. Very best of luck. It's right. You've done it! 25. Very, very well done, Nick. 25 for the West Wing, Washington, D.C. takes your total up to 45. You are through to the head-to-head.
Yeah, well done tactically as well, just 25 points. Won 26 Emmys, West Wing, 26 Emmys. Let's take a look at the rest of the board. Fill it in. Again, it's a tough board. If you'd said Cheers, Philadelphia, you just would have been knocked out because Cheers is Boston. Yeah, I would have scored you 27. Dexter is in Miami. I would have scored 8 points. And 30-something is a pointless answer. Really tough board, isn't it? But funnily enough, if you'd said Philadelphia for that, would have been pointless. Philadelphia, so very, very well done if you said that. And very well done anyone who got all 12. Very, very tough round.
Very tough indeed. Well, thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score is Malcolm and Alison. It's a massive shame to be saying goodbye to you this soon. Just brilliant, brilliant contestants. It's been enormous fun having you on the show. And, yeah, it's our loss, but I'm afraid we have to say goodbye to you. Brilliant contestants, Alison and Malcolm. Thanks so much for playing. Thank you. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many first names of US presidents as they could. First names of US presidents. Richard.
We're looking for the full first name of any president of the United States since the creation of the office in 1789. Between them, they share 28 first names.
OK, right. Malcolm and Malcolm, you all drew lots before the show, and today you are the ones who are going first. So, Malcolm, you went out last time on EastEnders families. I'm sort of getting the impression this is probably more your territory.
We'll soon find out.
I'm anxious to find out. Have you got any good ideas?
Well, there's a whole string of names I can think of, and I've got one favourite of a few years back.
Come on, hit me with it.
Theodore.
Theodore. Splendid. Theodore. We are looking for first names of US presidents. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Theodore.
Go on, down.
Good Lord. That scores you 7 points. Richard, Theodore.
Yeah. Theodore, amazingly shared by only one US president, Theodore Roosevelt, in the early 20th century. Well done.
Very good. Alex.
Hello.
What president first name are you going to give me?
I'm struggling because I know most of them by their surname, so I'm going to have to go for quite an obvious one, which is John.
We're looking for those obscure names of presidents, first names of presidents, and you are giving me John. Maybe it would have slipped someone's mind. You never know. Let's see how many of our 100 people said John.
I'll take that.
I'm afraid you're going to have to. That scores you 54. Richard, John.
Yeah, John, there were more than Theodore, funnily enough. There were 4 Johns. John Adams, John Quincy Adams, John Tyler, and, of course, JFK. All Johns.
Lisa.
Hi.
Hi.
Got the short straw, didn't I, on this one?
Yes, you might have done. What are you going to
I'm going to go for Ronald.
Ronald? Who can you be thinking of? Ronald. OK, we want to score as few points as possible, of course. We're looking for first names of American presidents. You're giving me Ronald. Let's see how many people said that.
I'll take that.
40. That scores you 40. Ronald, Richard.
Yep, of course, Ronald Reagan, who was president throughout the 80s. Well remembered.
OK, we are looking for first names of US presidents. Kate, I think you've got a good answer there, haven't you?
Strangely, I can only think of one person. It's quite a obvious first name, but I've got the president James Garfield in mind. So I don't know how many more there are. So I'm going to go with James.
You're going to go with James. OK, you want to score as few points as possible. Let's see how many of our 100 people said James. That scores you 34. Richard, James.
Yeah, James, actually the most common name for US presidents. There have been 6. James Madison, James Monroe, James Polk, James Garfield, as you said, and, of course, Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah. 6 of them.
Excellent. OK, well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Well, the Malcolms, R and S, are looking fantastic there with only 7. Things are getting a little bit tighter. Alex and Matthew there, 54. You're quite far ahead there, so you want to be trying to score as little as you can on the next pass. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? Kelly. Kelly. We're looking for first names of US presidents.
I know a few, but obviously most of them have already been said.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take a chance with the answer that I'm going to give, and that's Chester.
Chester.
Yes, for Chester
Ooh.
Arthur.
Oh, I like that. I think Chester's going to go all the way. Alex and Matthew are the highest scorers on 54. You want to be scoring 19 or less to avoid overtaking them. Of course, they've still got one more answer to give, so don't worry too much. But if you score 19 or less with Chester, you are definitely through to the next round. There's the red line. Come in below that, and you're safe. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Chester. It's good. Down it goes. Look at that. Well done, Kelly. That's a pointless answer. That adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £1,250. Very good. Chester.
Yeah, great answer, pointless answer, and you're exactly right. It's Chester A. Arthur, the 21st President of the United States. The A stood for Alan.
There we are. Many congratulations, Kelly. Good answer. Vicky.
Hello.
Hello. Well, the highest scorers are still Matthew and Alex on 54.
Okay.
You need to be scoring 13 or less to avoid overtaking them. They've, of course, got to give another answer.
Okay.
So the round's not over. But to be absolutely safe, you want to be scoring 13 or less. Have you got any good ideas?
I'm going to go with David.
David. What's that face mean? David what? Does that mean, is there a particular president you have in mind, or you just think it's a good kind of name for an American
I
president?
think it's a solid name.
If you want to be in the White House, you should be called something like
Exactly.
David. Good. OK, well, remember, we are looking for first names of US presidents. You're giving me David. There's the red line there. Come below that red line. You are through to the next round. Let's see how many people said that. Oh! See, I agree. I think that would be a fantastic name for a president, but unfortunately, it appears it isn't the name of any US presidents, so I'm afraid you score the maximum of 100 points. I'm sorry about that. David, Richard?
Yeah, no David, I'm afraid. You might be thinking of Camp David. That's all I can think
He
of.
was-
There's no...
yeah.
He's a place.
Yeah. but sadly, he never made president himself. OK, Matthew,
Okay.
what are you thinking?
Well, I remember from when I was at school and learning about the Depression, I think there was a president called Cal Coolidge, so I'm going to go for Cal.
Cal.
Yeah.
Very good. I like that. We're looking for the names, first names of US presidents. You were the high scorers on 54. Vicky's just thrown you a lifeline by saying David, which was incorrect. There's your red line. Below that red line, you're through to the next round. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Cal. It's good. It's good enough. Well done, Matthew. That's a pointless answer. That adds another 250 quid to today's jackpot. Takes the total up to £1,500. Richard, Cal.
Yeah, Calvin Coolidge was the 30th president of America, very commonly known as Silent Cal, which to me sounds a bit too much like Simon Cowell. But Silent Cal, they called him. He never said anything. A dinner guest once bet him she could get 3 words out of him at dinner, to which he replied, "You lose." Cool, eh?
He's dry.
Yeah, that's dry.
And a little bit unsociable.
Yeah, a little bit.
But there we are. Thank you very much. Well done, Matthew.
Thanks
Fantastic. Good score. 2 pointlesses in this round. Maybe a third one coming up. Malcolm R.
Well, I'm going to take the other Roosevelt and Franklin.
You're going to go with Franklin?
Franklin.
OK. Well, whatever happens, you're safe. Even if you score the maximum of 100 points, you're definitely safe. Perhaps Franklin might be a pointless answer. You never know. Let's see how many people said that. Giving you a score of 24. So, Richard, Franklin.
Yeah, Franklin. There were actually 2 Franklins. There was FDR, but there was also Franklin Pierce. So 2 Franklins. 2 Franklins, no Davids. It's not fair, is it?
Yes. So that's the end of round 1 with the losing pair with the highest score, Vicky and Lisa. Bad luck. So, Lisa, what did you think when Vicky gave that answer? Because you laughed.
Because I knew it was ridiculous. But she's wonderful, so it's okay.
Well,
we'll try again another time.
She is. Well, you'll get another crack at it. But, Richard, what should they have said?
Well, there were 7 pointless answers, and we've already had a couple of them. I'll show you all of them. If you're sitting at home looking for names for a baby boy, there are a few crackers up here. Let's take a look at all the pointlesses. Calvin, we've already had, of course. Chester, we've already had. Grover, which is Grover Cleveland. Rutherford B. Hayes, that would have been pointless. Ulysses, lovely name for a boy, Ulysses. That's Ulysses S. Grant. Warren G. Harding. Zachary Taylor. Well done if you got any of those at home, and well done for getting 2 of them in the studio.
Thanks very much, Richard. OK, Vicky and Lisa, you didn't have the pointless US presidential knowledge, I'm afraid, needed to make it through to the next round. But remember, everybody gets 2 chances to reach our pointless final, so we'll see you again next time for your final chance. But meanwhile, thanks so much for playing Pointless. Thank you. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many presidents of the United States of America as they could. Richard, can you be any more specific?
Yeah, we're looking for any of the 20 men who have been president of the United States of America since January the 1st, 1900. Surnames will do, unless there are some occasions where there's more than one president has the same surname, in which case we're going to need the first name as well. But other than that, just surnames will suffice.
Very good. All right, thank you very much, Richard. Right, Susan and Geraldine, before the show you all drew lots, and today it turns out that you will be kicking us off. Remember, you're looking to score as few points as possible. So, Geraldine, what are you going to go with?
I'll go for President McKinley.
President McKinley. Let's see how many said McKinley. It's the right answer. Oh, it's good. It's very good. Look at that. That means that 2 of our 100 people said President McKinley. Well done. On to our next pair, Katie and Emily. Katie, you're first. What are you going to say?
I am going to go for Coolidge.
Coolidge. President Coolidge. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Coolidge. It's the right answer. That's another good one. That's another good one. That means 6 of our 100 people said coinage, and that gives you a score of 6. Fantastic. On to our third pair, Martin and Sheila. Martin, what are you going to go for?
Someone has already said what I was going to go for. A bit more obvious, but at least I know it's right. I will go for Theodore Roosevelt.
So let's see how many of our 100 people said Roosevelt. Very good. That means 8 of our 100 people said Teddy Roosevelt. Fantastic. On to our fourth pair, Becky and Ben. We are looking for presidents of the United States of America since 1900. What are you going to say?
I'm not sure the date. I've only ever heard of this one, and it's Chester A. Arthur.
Chester A. Arthur.
Yeah.
Let's see how many of our 100 people said Chester A. Arthur. If it's a wrong answer, it will score you the maximum of 100 points. Oh, Becky, unfortunately, that's a wrong answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. I'm so sorry. Richard, Chester A. Arthur.
Chester A. Arthur was president from 1881 till 1885, so 15 years before what we're looking for. That's really tough luck again.
Really
I'm so sorry.
bad luck.
Oh, well.
Everyone else has got fabulously low scores, so I'm afraid you are now way out ahead. But hey, anything can happen. On to our fifth pair, Craig and Zaf. Craig, what are you going to go for?
Well, it's probably the worst topic I could ever get in the first round, but I'm going to go for Jefferson.
You're going to go for Jefferson?
Yeah.
OK, well, let's see how many of our 100 people said Jefferson. Oh! Unfortunately, that is another wrong answer, which means you score 100 points. It's good for the game, though. It means there are now 2 people on the maximum, so there's everything to play for in the second half. So, Richard, Jefferson.
Yeah, again, Thomas Jefferson, he was a president, but he was 1801 to 1809, so a long time before we were.
And he was president after 1900. We were after.
He was the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson.
Well, we are halfway through the round, so let's have a look at the scoreboard. Susan and Geraldine, you're doing incredibly well with the lowest score of 2. Keep scoring like that, and you are definitely in the next round. I'm afraid Ben and Becky and Craig and Zaf, things aren't looking too hot for you. You're all on 100 points. You've just got to hope that everyone else scores high, and you've got to try and find those elusive, pointless answers on the next pass. OK, we're now going to come back down the line, so can the second players please take their places at the podium? We are looking for presidents of the United States of America since 1900. OK, Zaf, everything to play for. What are you going to go for?
I'm going to play it safe. Probably an obvious answer. I'm going to go with Bill Clinton.
OK, you're going to go with Bill Clinton. Obviously, you and Ben and Becky are the current high scorers. You've just got to hope that this is obscure enough. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Bill Clinton. That means that 75 of our 100 people said Bill Clinton. It takes your score up to 175. Oh, that's quite high. But you never know. Anything could happen. Ben and Becky. The high score is currently Zaf and Craig's of 175. So you want to be coming in below 74 if you can to be safe. That is your safety line. If you go above that line, you'll be the pair with the highest score and therefore in danger. But if you get anything below this line, then you are definitely through to the next round. Ben, what are you going to go for?
I'll go for Harry S. Truman.
Let's see how many of our 100 people said Harry S. Truman. It's good. You're safe. Very good. That means that 14 of our 100 people said Harry S. Truman, which brings your total up to 114. You're safe. You're through to the next round. That, I'm afraid, does mean that Craig and Zaf will be eliminated at the end of this round, because although there are other pairs still to play, your score is so high, 175, that no one, even if they score the maximum of 100, will come close to that score. But for those remaining pairs, there are still some pointless answers out there, and each one of those will add £250 to our jackpot, so there's still lots to play for. Sheila, you're next. We are looking for presidents of the United States of America since 1900. Who are you going to go with?
I'm going to go for Herbert Hoover.
Herbert Hoover. Excellent. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Herbert Hoover. It's good. It's very good. Look at that, 13. That means 13 of our 100 people said Herbert Hoover. That takes your total up to 21. OK, Emily and Katie. Emily, your turn.
I'm not sure about dates for a lot of them, but I think I'm going to go with Woodrow Wilson.
Woodrow Wilson. Very good. As I said before, you're completely safe, score-wise. Let's see if Woodrow Wilson might be a pointless for you. How many of our 100 people went with Woodrow Wilson? It's very good. Oh, look at that, 12. That means 12 of our 100 people said Woodrow Wilson. That takes your total up to 18. On to our final pair, Sue.
Well, we're in a good position now, aren't we, because we're safe. So I'm just going to say a name that I don't even know if he was president or what time he was or anything, but it doesn't matter, does it?
Doesn't matter. Stick your neck out.
I'm going to say Grace.
You're going to say Grace. You lead it. I'll just say amen at the end. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Grace. Oh, well, bad luck. But if ever there was a time to stick your neck out and take a risk, now's the time. That is unfortunately a wrong answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points, but that takes your score up to 102. You're safe. So that's the end of round one, and the losing pair with an appallingly high score of 175, I'm afraid, is Craig and Zaf. So Craig and Zaf, what went wrong there?
Well, I think, as I said before, I haven't got a clue about politics, never mind American politics. So.
Or is it just you couldn't fight the temptation to give the highest scoring answer? You go on a normal quiz show, that'd be a cracking score, 175. Any other answers they should have gone for, Richard?
Yeah, there were actually no pointless answers there at all. Geraldine got the lowest answer you could possibly get, which is William McKinley, which got 2. Warren Harding, who was president in the 20s, he got 3. And Taft, who was sort of just at the beginning of the 1900s, he got 4. Those are the best 3 answers. If you've got any of those at home, then well done.
Very good. Well, thanks very much, Richard. OK, Craig and Zaf, remember, everyone gets 2 chances to reach our pointless final, so we'll see you again next time for your final chance. Thank you so much. Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz that puts obscure knowledge to the test. Let's meet today's players. And couple number 1.
Hi, I'm Declan, and this is April. We're work colleagues. I'm from Warrenpoint in County Down, and April's from Widnes in Cheshire.
Couple number 2.
Hi, I'm Sarah. This is my husband, Naveed, and we're from London.
Couple number 3.
Hi, my name's Laura. This is my work colleague and friend Ashley. We both work at a medical centre on the Dorset-Somerset border.
And finally, couple number 4.
Hello, I'm Sean, and this is Mike, and we're a father and son from Birmingham.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you all very much indeed. Wonderful to have you with us. A very warm welcome. We'll get to chat to each of you, of course, as the show progresses. So that just leaves one more person for me to introduce. So full of information, the internet has put a price on his head. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Afternoon. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon.
What a prize round we had last time with Brian and Dave.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive. In their 60 seconds, I think they gave 5 answers, all of which had 1 point, and 1 answer which was a pointless answer.
Yeah.
Then endeavoured not to actually say any of them, so they didn't win the money, which is bad news for them, terrific news for everybody here. Only 1 pair returning. Glad to see that Laura and Ashley have a good returns policy. And welcome to our 3 new pairs. Should be fun, shouldn't it?
Oh, it should be. On paper, it should be.
On paper, it should be. On our new set, it should be.
Oh, it's just full of new discoveries.
Every single thing on the set, it's the interesting thing that I didn't know, every single thing, including your podium, is edible.
That is true.
If you get peckish.
Looking forward to it. Thank you.
This is entirely made of brie.
Look at that. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, all our questions on Pointless have been put to 100 people before the show, and our players are, of course, looking for those obscure answers that our 100 people didn't get. Find a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people got, and we will add £250 to the jackpot. Now, Brian and Dave didn't win the jackpot last time, so we add another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £3,000. There we are. Right, if everybody's ready, let's play Pointless. All you have to remember is this. The pair with the highest score at the end of each round will be eliminated. So just do what you can to make sure that is not you. Very best of luck to all 4 pairs. Our first category today is shared surnames. Shared surnames. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns people who share their surnames with US presidents. Richard.
Yeah, it's just 7 clues on each board, 14 in all, to famous people who share a surname with a US president. Usually they would have it at the weekends, and the president would have it during the week.
Yeah, that seems the sensible way to do it. Sensible arrangement.
Yeah.
Yes. OK, well, we'll see. We are looking for the surnames of these people, and they share them with US presidents. Here is our first board of clues. Aviator, who in 1930 became the first woman to fly solo from England to Australia, AJ. Comedy actress and writer, author of The Tent, The Bucket and Me, EK. Actor, who won Oscars for Glory and Training Day, DW. Lead singer of US rock group Aerosmith, ST. Guitarist in the Beatles, GH. Director of the FBI from 1924 until his death in 1972, JEH. And actress who played Miranda Hobbs in the TV series Sex and the City, CN. I shall read those all again. Aviator, who in 1930 became the first woman to fly solo from England to Australia, AJ. Comedy actress and writer, author of The Tent, The Bucket and Me, EK. Actor who won Oscars for Glory and Training Day, DW. Lead singer of US rock group Aerosmith, ST. Guitarist in the Beatles, GH. Director of the FBI from 1924 until his death in 1972, JEH, and the actress who played Miranda Hobbs in the TV series Sex and the City, CN. April, welcome, a very warm welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. What do you do, April?
I'm a civil servant. I work for the Cabinet Office.
Oh, you work for the Cabinet Office? That's about the most exciting civil service job there is.
Yeah,
Normally, when we get civil servants on here, they say, we cannot tell you what we do. And I would have thought that would be the kind of job where you wouldn't be allowed to tell me what you can do, but you can tell me, and that's the only one I ever wanted to know about. How does it go? What do you have to do?
It's really good. So it's like project management and human resources mixed together. One of the biggest things that I do is like recruiting people into the civil service.
What, so going around universities, talking to people in their last years?
Universities, apprenticeships, getting people in.
Is yours a main office in Downing Street, then?
Yeah, so I work in Liverpool, because I'm from Widnes in Cheshire, but we have an office in London, which I'm there like 2 days a week.
Excellent. Very good indeed. Now, what would you like to go for, April?
Well, there is 2 that I definitely know, but I think I'm just going to play it safe, even if it's going to be a high scorer.
I'm just going to go back a bit. 2 you definitely know, but I'm going to play it safe.
I'm going to...
No, I sometimes caution people against the curse of the first podium. And the curse of the first podium is they sometimes forget how competitive it is there.
Yeah.
I've said enough. I've said my piece.
True, though.
Yeah.
Well, being from Widnes, it's not far from Liverpool, so I know for definite that guitarist in the Beatles is George Harrison.
George Harrison says, April, let's see how many of our 100 people said George Harrison. I know it's right. It is right. It is right. 82 for George Harrison, April.
She was having none of our nonsense at all there, was she? We did virtually spell it out.
I think my other one would be higher, so...
Oh, we'll find out at the end of the pass.
Give us some Beatles facts.
George Harrison was in them.
Thank you very much indeed,
Pleasure.
Richard. Sarah, a very warm welcome to Pointless. What do you do, Sarah?
I'm a paediatrician in a children's centre in South East London.
Right, you are. And when you're not doing that, what do you like to get up to?
Ooh, travel is the big thing.
A big thing. So, I mean, have you travelled widely?
Our most recent jaunts have included Madagascar, Alaska, and we're off to Thailand.
They rhyme with each other as well.
Exactly, which is nice.
Which is nice. You should always go to pairing cuts. So
Well,
Madagascar
after
and
Thailand,
Alaska,
it'll be islands.
Thailand, yeah.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. Madagascar, Alaska. I mean, just great for the limericks you can send home. But no, I'm guessing you like an active holiday.
Yes, well, a bit of both, actually.
A little bit of
yes. A little bit of a relax on the beach and then some touring around.
Very good. Now, Sarah, what are you going to go for here?
This is not good for me. The only answer I definitely knew has gone. So I'm going to make one up because I can't remember anything else. So I'm going to go with the Aviator and Alice Johnson.
Alice Johnson. OK, let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Alice Johnson. Bad luck. That is a wrong answer, but it only scores 18 more than George Harrison. So actually, you're in the same ballpark, really. Alice Johnson, I'm afraid, not the right answer.
Yeah, but April looking more and more like a tactical genius as the round goes on. Interesting.
There we are. Laura, welcome back.
Thank you.
Now, we discovered that you, last time, are a receptionist.
Yes.
At a medical centre right on the border of where?
Between Dorset and Somerset.
And which side of the border are you from?
Actually, Dorset. So it's Sherborne, the Abbey town of Sherborne.
So Sherborne is absolutely on that border, is it?
Almost. It's about 5 miles, isn't it?
Are you Somerset or are you Dorset?
He's Somerset, I'm Dorset.
It sounded like Ashley's very proud of his Somerset.
He is.
Does he bring that to work, that Somerset pride?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's very proud of his ancestry.
Very nice indeed. Now, what are you going to go for on this board?
I would like to go for the bottom one, actress who played Miranda Hobbs in The Sex and the City, and I think it's Cynthia Nixon.
Cynthia Nixon says Laura. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Cynthia Nixon. Well, 100 is the high score, 82 is the low score. We now have a new low score. Look how low it goes. Down. Wow, 14. 14 for Cynthia Nixon. I think you will see round 2 this time.
Very well played, Laura. Very well done. Indeed, she shares a name with Richard Nixon, who was a president.
Yes.
See how this works?
I do. I'm getting the hang of it, I think, yes. Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Mike, a warm welcome to Pointless. Good to have you here. A father and son team. Always good to have a father and son team here. Mike, what do you do?
I'm a facilities buyer from the Midlands. So basically, because you're going to ask what that entails.
I am absolutely. Facilities, I think I get. Buyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get
Somebody
that.
buys stuff.
Do you buy facilities or do you go around facilities and buy for them?
The latter. So.
Do you go around and say, who I'm going to go to the shop?
Does anyone want any facilities?
Yeah, everyone wants any. And then you basically write down, go off.
Yeah, tartan paint and all that stuff.
What sort of things are you buying for them?
So we predominantly do hard and soft services. So that's anything from lifts and electrical works to toiletries and everything in between.
Wow. Hard and soft services.
Hard and soft.
I've not heard of that before.
No. I tell you, if you've ever been on the One Show, you know that that sofa, that's hard and soft. Looks soft, and then you sit down and go,
Yeah, they don't want you to stay, do they?
They do not.
Yeah.
Mike, this is your board. You can do anything you like with it.
I mean, there's not many that I really know. I think the lead singer of the US rock group Aerosmith is Steven Tyler, but the one I'm going to go for is the actor who won Oscars for Glory in Training Day, and I think that's Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington, favourite actor of one Richard Osman. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Denzel Washington. $31. Not bad at all. 31 for Denzel Washington.
Not bad at all. Shall we fill this board in? Sarah wasn't a million miles away. You got the right surname.
Amy.
Amy Johnson was the top answer there. She would have scored you 37. EK.
Emma Kennedy.
It's Emma Kennedy. She has a surname with President Kennedy.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
5 points. You're quite right about Steven Tyler. Would have scored you more points, though, actually. Would have scored you 46 points. And the director of the FBI?
J. Edgar
Hoover. And he would have scored 32. So the best answer on the board there, Emma Kennedy.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a quick look at those scores. 14, Laura. Let's just enjoy that for a moment or two, shall we? That was a great score.
Thank you.
Now, 31 is where we find Mike and Sean, and then up to 82 is quite a hike up there, where we find April and Declan. And then Sarah and Naveed on 100. But Naveed, I can just tell that you have got this, I think you've got this sewn up. I think it'll be fine. Very best of luck to all 4 pairs. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more people who share their surnames with US presidents up on the board, and here they are. Won the Best Actress Academy Award in 1961 and 1967, E.T., singer who released the albums Hounds of Love and The Kick Inside, K.B., actor who first played Spider-Man on screen in 2012, A.G., UK Prime Minister from 1964 to 1970 and 1974 to 1976, H.W., soul musician who wrote the theme from Shaft, I.H., in 2000 became the first French woman to win the French Open since 1967, M.P., and the singer who performed the theme song for the James Bond film Octopussy, R.C. I'll read those again. Won the Best Actress Academy Award in 1961 and 1967, E.T., singer who released the albums Hounds of Love and The Kick Inside, K.B., actor who first played Spider-Man on screen in 2012, A.G., UK Prime Minister from 1964 to 1970 and 1974 to 1976, H.W., soul musician who wrote the theme from Shaft, I.H., in 2000 became the first French woman to win the French Open since 1967, M.P., and the singer who performed the theme song for the James Bond film Octopussy, R.C. There we are. Sean, welcome. Great to have you here. Sean, what do you do?
So I'm an engineer. I work currently as a business improvement professional for a very well-known British aerospace company.
I mean, if you're going to be an engineer, working for a well-known aerospace company, that's got to be fun.
It's tremendous fun.
Yeah, I bet. And when you're not doing that, what do you do? What are your interests?
So my main hobby is writing. I like creative writing. So 5 years ago, I wrote my first novel.
Very good.
And I'm currently writing a series of children's books, which have been illustrated by a very good friend of mine. And yeah, hopefully that will take us somewhere as well.
Very good. Well, very best of luck with that. And very best of luck with this, Sean. What are you going to go for?
OK, so not a great board for me, in fairness, but I'm going to go for the second one down, which is the singer who released the albums Hounds of Love and The Kick Inside as Kate Bush.
Kate Bush, says Sean. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Here is your red line. Get below that with Kate Bush. You are into round 2. That's right. You've done it. Oh, by some distance. 38 is what you score. 69 is your total. Through you go.
Yes, shares her surname with 2 American presidents, George Bush and George Bush.
Yeah. Thanks very much indeed. Ashley, welcome back.
Hello.
Welcome back. Remind us what you do, Ashley.
I work in the doctor's surgery too with Laura.
And when you're not doing that, what do you like to get up to?
I like travelling too, like Sarah, yeah, with my fiancée. And we've been on lots of trips around Europe.
Where have you got planned next? Where's the next one going to be?
My fiancée's from the Czech Republic. So we've sort of done all the countries around the Czech Republic. So we'll have to think of somewhere new to go to.
Very exciting. Well, listen, you are on 14, thanks to Laura's fantastic low scoring. You can get by on 85 or less is enough to get you through to the next round. What would you like to go for?
I know a few of them. I think I'm going to go for the bottom one, the James Bond and Octopussy theme song, and that's Rita Coolidge.
Rita Coolidge, says Ashley. Here is your red line, nice and high. Get below that with Rita Coolidge, and you are through. How many of our 100 people said it? Is right. And you're in round 2. That is a great answer. Very well done indeed. 9, the best score of the round so far. 23 is your total.
Well played, Ashley. Yes, sang all-time high. And thank you for saying that as well, because I was being driven mad because I kept thinking it was Randy Crawford. And I was thinking, but there isn't a president called Randy Crawford. Honestly, I was going quietly insane.
There we go. Thank you. Now then, Naveed. And this is where it gets very exciting. Anyway, firstly, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. What do you do, Naveed?
I'm a management consultant at a large professional services firm.
I see. And what are your hobbies? Well, travel.
Travel, certainly.
I'm guessing.
So someone has to go there, right?
Well, someone does indeed. What else do you like getting up to?
I like taking pictures. I've got a bunch of photography kit. Don't know how to use some of it. In fact, quite a lot of it.
How long is the longest lens you own?
Oh, if you extend it fully, it's about that big, about a foot long.
Right. And do you take to do wildlife photographs?
Yes, often Sarah will go on ahead on a hiking trail, and I'll be there for 10, 20 minutes, setting up and getting a macro.
10, 20 minutes. Gosh, that's very serious. 10, 20 minutes. Very good indeed. Now, Naveed, you have a task here. It has to be a low score. Anything leaping out at you from that board?
Yes, 3 that I know. two probably fairly high, and the one I'll go with is the French Open winner, and that's Mary Pierce.
Mary Pierce, says Naveed. No red line for you as you are currently the high scorers, but let's hope Mary Pierce gets you way down the column. Let's see. Down goes to 12. 112. That's as good as you could have hoped for, Naveed. Very well done indeed.
Yeah, that's made it very interesting on podium one, hasn't it? Very well played. Yeah, Franklin Pierce and Mary Pierce, both spelt the same as well.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Declan, welcome. Welcome here from County Down.
That's right.
And what do you do, Declan?
I'm also a civil servant, but I'm obviously not in an exciting department, because I work for HM Revenue and Customs.
Oh, that's exciting. That's very exciting.
I got a lot of time for HM Revenue. Have you not, I think, really overworked, I would say underpaid, in my opinion.
Yes.
And just a handsome and beautiful bunch of men and women.
Yes.
All good people.
Standard.
I won't hear a word against them.
Yeah. Thanks very much indeed. Now then, Declan. If you can score 29 or less, Declan, 29 or less, keeps you in the game. Talk us through that board.
I think I knew 3. Kate Bush and Mary Pierce were 2, they've gone. So the only other one I have I don't think is going to be good enough to get us through. And that's the UK Prime Minister, and I think it's Harold Wilson.
Harold Wilson. There is your red line. You have to get below that with Harold Wilson. How many of our 100 people said Harold Wilson? 75 for Harold Wilson. 157 is your total.
Yes, the top one, E.T.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor, yeah. She would have scored you 31 points. The best answer that was left on the board is the Spider-Man actor.
Andrew Garfield.
He would have scored you 11 points. And who wrote the theme from Shaft?
Isaac Hayes.
Isaac Hayes, yeah. And he would have scored 34. So, Ashley, Rita Coolidge, best answer on the board. Well played.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. So at the end of our first round, there is a pair we have to say goodbye to, and Declan and April, I'm sorry it is you, but you will be back next time when I have absolutely no doubt you'll soar right through to the last round. Anyway, thank you very much for playing, Declan and April. Our second round question this afternoon concerns US cities and their nicknames. US cities and their nicknames. Richard?
Yeah, you're going to see 2 lists of 6 nicknames of US cities. We asked 100 people, which city is it most commonly associated with? If you give us an obscure answer, you'll score fewer points, but if you give us an incorrect answer, you'll score the maximum 100 points. See how many of the 12 you can get at home.
Thanks very much, Richard. So we are looking for the US cities that are most commonly associated with these nicknames, and we have got the biggest little city in the world, the Big Apple, Sin City, Space City, La La Land, and City of Witches. I shall read that list again. The biggest little city in the world, the Big Apple, Sin City, Space City, La La Land, City of Witches. Now, as always on Pointless, you are looking for the answer that the fewest of our 100 people knew. So, Sarah, have you been to America?
Just once. I went to Florida one time. That's not helping. There's really only one I'm certain of. The others would be big guesses. So, yeah, all I can do is go for the Big Apple, New York.
OK, well, let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. The Big Apple, New York, Sarah says. Big Apple, New York, 95. That scores you. 95 for the Big Apple.
Yeah, Big Apple, big score. Better than 100, but yeah. But no one agrees as to where it came from.
Nicola.
I'm just going to go for the obvious one, just because of that high score. So I'm going to go for Sin City, Las Vegas.
Sin City, Las Vegas, you are saying. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. Sin City, Las Vegas. 38. 38 for Sin City. Richard?
Yeah, very well played, Nicola. Not that obvious, it turns out. Only 38 people knew that. Called Sin City for obvious reasons.
Indeed. Very good. Richard? Remember, we're looking for the US cities that are most commonly known by these nicknames.
I think I'm going to go with the biggest little city in the world. I think it's Reno.
Have you been to Reno?
Never been to America in my life.
Never been. Would you like to go?
No.
Succinctly dealt with. Good. OK, Reno, the biggest little city in the world. Let's see if it's right. And if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. Well done, it's right, Richard. Oh, down it goes. 3. Very, very well done, Richard. 3 points for Reno, biggest little city in the world.
Yeah, well played, Richard. Best answer of the pass. Actually, the best answer on the board as well. Where did that knowledge come from?
Back of there somewhere.
Let's take a look through the rest of the board. Now, Alexander, do you want to have a go at any of these? This is a difficult one.
I mean, I could guess at all of those.
OK, have a go at La La Land.
Well,
might be
LA.
That's Los Angeles, yeah, exactly. 27 points
City of
there.
Witches, Salem.
City of Witches is Salem, that's exactly right, where the Salem witch trials were. That scores 18. And Space City.
Houston. Again,
you'd have to guess, wouldn't you? But it is Houston. Scores 14. But very well done at home if you said Reno. That's the best answer up there by a mile.
Thanks very much, Richard. So we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at the scores. Brilliant answer there from Richard. 3 points. Lovely low score. Then up on 38, Nicola and Dean. Not bad at all, Sin City. And Sarah, oh dear, the Big Apple.
It's embarrassing.
95 points for the Big Apple. Right, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more nicknames on the board, and here they come. We have got the Big Easy, City of Brotherly Love, Alamo City, the Windy City, Motown, Beantown. I'll read those one more time. The Big Easy, City of Brotherly Love, Alamo City, the Windy City, Motown, and Beantown. Remember, we are looking for the US cities that are most commonly associated with these nicknames. And obviously, you're trying to find the one that the fewest of our 100 people knew. Now, Paul, how well did Richard do? Wasn't that brilliant?
I'm glad he did do so well, looking at that lot.
Well, the high scorers are James and Sarah on 95. If you can score 91 or less with this, you are definitely through to the next round.
Right, well, I'm only sure of 2 of them, so I have to go the least likely of those 2. So I'll go City of Brotherly Love, Philadelphia.
City of Brotherly Love, Philadelphia, you're saying. OK, well, here's your red line, nice and high. If you can get below that, you are through to the head-to-head. City of Brotherly Love, Philadelphia. Is it right? How many people said it? Very well done, Paul. Down it goes, 10 points. That's a fabulous answer. You are in the head-to-head. That takes your total up to 13. Richard?
Yeah, very well played, Paul, and well done if you got that at home as well. Just 10 points. Very good answer.
So then, Dean, we come to you. James and Sarah remain the high scorers on 95. You're on 38. If you can score 56 or less with this answer, you are in the head-to-head.
Right, I'm really not 100% on any of them, to be honest. But I think the Windy City might be Kansas.
Windy City, Kansas. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Bad luck, Dean. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. That takes your total up to 138. Richard?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I won't give you the correct answer, just in case James wants to have a go at the same question.
So then, James, that is what we call a lifeline.
Isn't it just?
Isn't it just? The high scorers are Dean and Nicola on 138. If you can score 42 or less, you are through to the head-to-head.
I think I know 3 of them. I'm pretty sure the Windy City is Chicago. I have a feeling the Big Easy is San Francisco, but I'm not positive on it. And I think Beantown, because I went to Boston and they talked a lot about beans, and they kept pointing out a massive factory where they make beans and canned beans. I think Beantown is Boston.
Boston, Beantown.
I hope so, after that.
I really... There is your red line. If you come below that red line, you are in the head-to-head. Above that red line, been nice having you on the show. OK, only one way to find out. Beantown, Boston. Is it right? And if it is, how many people said Boston, Beantown? Good luck. That's right. Very well done, James. You are in the head-to-head. Oh, it's an excellent answer. You remain in double figures. Scores you 4, takes your total to 99. Richard, Beantown.
Yeah, very well played, James. As you rightly say, from colonial town known as Beantown, because they make an awful lot of baked beans there. So lucky they didn't call it the Windy City. Let's take a look at the rest of the board. Let's start with the Windy City. Not Kansas. Kansas City is known as the heart of America, but the Windy City is Chicago. It scored you 80 points. Motown, plenty of people at home I know will know, is Detroit. Would have scored you 37 points. Now, the big easy, James, if you had gone for that and said San Francisco, you'd be out of the round because it's New Orleans. Would have scored 21. And the best answer on the board, any idea on Alamo City? Anybody want to hazard a guess?
San Antonio.
San Antonio is exactly the right answer. 2 points, so very well done if you said San Antonio at home. That's the best answer on either board.
Very good. Well, thank you very much, Richard. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score. Oh, I can't bear it. Dean and Nicola, you never had a chance to get your pointless answer.
No.
And you tried. Oh, you tried. I'm afraid this is where the road ends. We have to say goodbye to you, but you have been